Check, check. Good morning. Let's do this. Kotter and Marshall Show. Get that stream. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker and check us out at rock1061.com. I'm Marshall. Yesterday was the Death Nut Challenge 3.0. How'd you do last night?
I breathed fire yesterday. We all know that, man.
Yes.
So yesterday, pretty quickly after we finished the Death Nut Challenge and waited the 5 minutes, I went to the bathroom because I thought I had to take care of some business, and I wound up puking 8 straight times. No big deal. And then last night, no, I felt bad. Like I had an aggressive BM, a bowel movement.
Yeah.
Like just one, but I felt great. Honestly, I felt good, like no issues for the most part. Feeling great. But then I realized when I was eating dinner, like everything like I was eating hurt. I think I like burned my throat from when I puked yesterday from the Death Nut Challenge. So I don't know if I'm really tasting anything right now.
Okay.
So, let's just say I did well.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I got home, ate lunch, then it hit me.
Yeah.
So after that, I felt good, and my wife's sister is in town, so they're staying out on Tybee. I'm like, we're going to Huckapoo's tonight. Do you want to go? I'm like, I kind of want to go, but I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
'Cause that's like a 45-minute ride home.
It's a long ride.
If stuff goes wrong.
Well, you just stop at the Home Depot and take a poop there. Everyone does.
I braved it and went out to Huckapoo's, and yeah, I did okay, man.
Okay.
A little rough spots, couple of them, but all in all, not bad.
Okay. All right. Well, the video is currently uploading to YouTube, so if you did miss the Death Nut Challenge, should be available here in the next like 10-ish minutes on our YouTube channel.
We'll also have some audio we're going to replay at the bottom of this hour if you missed it. Quick shout out to member of the Horde. The Horde is everybody who checks out the show on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Rhett, who works over at the sheriff office in Beaufort, we sent him some stickers the other day, show sticker, Rock 1061 sticker. He sent us a thank you letter, and they sent us some really cool Beaufort Sheriff's Office's patch.
Yeah, so we're like an honorary member now.
Ooh, can we like speed and not get pulled over?
No, I was just thinking like, do they mail us the gun next? We got the patch, we get the gun, right?
If we get a gun via mail, I think we should question that.
No, we should
just
be
throwing it out there.
Dude, come on, are you serious?
But just wanted to say thanks to Rhett, man. That's awesome. And he signed it, his note, OG member of the Horde.
He's one of the OGs.
It's true. It's very true. So thank you, Rhett. That's awesome. Coming up on the show today, we got Chicks on Dudes, Mac from Bob 106.9 in studio. We will get to Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia today. Couldn't get to it yesterday because we were feeling the effects of the Death Nut.
Yeah, right.
We've got Kotter versus Marshall. Going to take your calls, comments, and text. Did you grow up in a small town? If you did, how is that small town better than a big city? And, of course, about last night, Cartman sings Linkin Park and Green Day. It's awesome. I'm going to talk Aaron Rodgers. And shocking news about the OSP. Did not see this coming.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what they said coming up next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Here's Seether. It's Bruised and Bloody. Morning, Tony.
All right. I'm going to share the show around, and our our Death Nut Challenge YouTube video should be done in about 8 minutes.
Nice. So word came out. OSP made an announcement last night on their social media. Tell you what that is here in about 3 minutes. The Aaron Rodgers update is more from the Green Bay Packers side of things. And got some audio from this dude who's doing impersonations of Cartman singing rock songs, and it's pretty amazing. So full show to get to today. Oh, and it's Wednesday. Top fives. My top five is done.
I don't think our meeting's going to happen today.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Our boss texted me yesterday saying there was a walkthrough now that was canceled from yesterday today at 11. And I'm like, I don't see how we do our meeting.
It's raining, though.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, man. At the gym, leaving in 30, going to Starbucks. Want anything? I'm good.
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, Gibby, good morning, sir.
Gibby! What's going on, man?
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this. Rhett, we sent him some stickers. So he sent us a patch from the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. Very, very cool. Got those back up behind us now. Big fat heads in the way.
I think someone moved your camera because you are more off. Yeah, you need to push it towards the window.
How's that? What was that?
I don't know.
How's that? That better?
Sure,
better,
let's
right?
see. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, got about a minute. Yeah, that was very cool of Rhett. That's really nice. We got to put those up. Nice little letter, some patches. Very cool.
I'm just sharing the show around, and then I need to get that.
We got about 40 seconds.
Don't tempt me with a good time. All right, shared there, and then. Okay, perfect. Not really, but perfect for now.
We'll make it work. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out nice and early here on your Wednesday Kotter and Marshall show. About last night, story number one. Billy texted me this yesterday, and I'm like, what? I got to look into it. OSP dropped a message on their Facebook page yesterday that this November will be their final race.
Right.
They're closing down, which is a shock. I mean, been here for 12 years. There's been a few things that have been part of my entire 12-year run. The OSP is one of those things. We've been doing stuff with the OSP since I got here.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I mean, like, where's Monster Trucks going to happen?
I don't know.
It's always been at the OSP. I don't know. This is crazy. But yeah, they made the announcement yesterday. They said, it's with great regret, we announced that 2021 will be the end of races at the historic OSP after 70 years of entertaining fans of all ages. And over half of those being under the ownership of the Stone family. OSP will close after the final race in 2021.
That's going to happen in November. Now, the racetrack opened in 1951. The first race was some motorcycle races. Then Emery Stone purchased it in 1980 and has been running it ever since. So a lot of great memories from for a lot of people, not just me through the radio station, but people who have enjoyed what the OSP has done for the past 70 years, man. This is still crazy to think. I mean, it's such an iconic spot here in the Low Country and Coastal Empire. I mean, I don't know. Is it up for sale? Can somebody buy it? Can it be reopened? I don't know what it really means in the long run.
Yeah, it seems kind of crazy. I mean, like, it is obviously out in the Pooler area, and Pooler is exploding with all sorts of great stuff getting built out there. I just wonder if someone swooped in, bought it up, and has other plans for that area other than a racetrack.
Don't make it a strip mall.
I don't think it's like an exact great spot for a strip mall, but also, like Amazon's building facilities all over the places. I mean, just down the block from there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is it's crazy to see the OSP shutting their doors after such a long time.
All right, coming up next, we got a story about Aaron Rodgers. This from the Green Bay Packers side of things. Bad news for Bears fans.
Ugh.
It's not good.
No, well, Aaron Rodgers, he's going to make this right. He'll make this right.
You got faith in Aaron Rodgers,
I do,
finally.
man. Yeah.
All right, we got the story coming up next. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
I've always had faith in Aaron Rodgers that he's going to screw me over. Always had that faith. Gibby says 4 days ago for the message from OSP. Well, it says June 1st for me, pal. Buddy. Fella. How about that?
Yeah, I just don't give me like, a Chili's restaurant in the spot of OSPs. OSP, I don't need that. Now, if I make it a Chewy's, I'm in.
Honestly, a Chewy's. They're not going to put a fucking Chewy's at the OSP. Let's see. Sorry, I have to continue sharing this.
I hope so, Jeremy. Yeah, it's kind of weird to think if it was just done completely. So hopefully something good comes of it.
Oh, shit, there's Jeremy. What up, man?
I'm going to get coffee. Well, you share. You share first. I'll get coffee.
No, I actually just finished.
Okay. I'm going to get coffee.
Okay. Into a drone zone for Amazon. Just where they train their drones. They keep them caged at night. That's what they're going to do at the OSP. Yeah, it's the Amazon drone cage area. It's where they feed them. It's actually probably going to be true. And done. Perfect. So I wrapped up our Torture Tuesday video last night, editing it. Then I had to go host trivia over at the draft room at Berwick, and I forgot to upload the video that I took that time editing yesterday. So I just actually uploaded it just a moment ago. So I'm just going to go ahead and, I'll just kind of leave it there for the moment. I'll share it later.
Our call-in topic today: did you grow up in a small town? If so, how's it better than a big city? You can post your stories. You can text your stories.
I saw we got some good responses from our Facebook page in regards to it yesterday.
Got the Facebook.
I'm sure we'll get a bunch more this morning once everyone gets the hell up and going this morning. Yeah, so I hosted trivia at the draft room in Berwick last night, and it was jamming, dude. That we had 13 teams. I probably had like over 50 people playing. It was ridiculous last night. I didn't get out of there till a little after 9 o'clock.
Damn, that's all right.
Yeah. It's just the ebbs and flows of trivia, and it seems like these summer months, man, get all sorts of people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's call-in, Jeremy, is did you grow up in a small town, and how is your small town better than a big city? He goes, dang it, I was born and raised in Savannah. But hey, look at it. Savannah's kind of a small town. Just the other day, I actually commented on, so one of the guys that was on my axe throwing team, Dennis, we're friends on Facebook.
Right.
He watches us on, the live stream every single morning. Super cool guy.
Yeah.
We're friends on Facebook. I have another guy that I played two-hand touch football with. I haven't played two-hand touch football in a while, but I've been friends with him for a couple of years. I commented on something that Dennis wrote on Facebook, and then I had my buddy Sean on the same post go, you guys know each other? Like, yeah, man, it's a small town. It's a crazy small town.
Just an update. We did update the board this morning for everybody to know for Cake Day.
Yeah.
Instead of 27, we're at 7.
Yeah, and I think today, technically, isn't today 8?
Today will be 8, yeah. As long as
last Friday was 5. We're counting Monday, although we weren't in studio, whatever.
Didn't have an issue.
Yep, definitely didn't have an issue. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, today will officially be 8, so it'll be 8 tomorrow when we get in.
Nice.
Whew, all right.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with my recovery from yesterday's death nut. I really thought it'd be worse, but it wasn't nearly as bad as it has been in the past. Either my body just is like, we don't care anymore,
right?
And you're just dead inside, or it wasn't that bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I think my body just was like, hey, this was a mistake, so we're just gonna jettison out,
get rid of it now.
Yeah, jettison out. That I cannot believe I puked off of the Death Nut Challenge.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've never, puking has never come close, for me because of the heat. The lightheadedness yesterday still weirded me out, though. That's never happened before.
Yeah, I mean, I got lightheaded. My entire, my hands started tingling.
Yeah, you and Jeremy both had that.
Like the same exact time. So it was crazy how your body kind of compensates for that much heat when it hits you, but it was weird. Like, I got up and I was like, in no way did I think I was going to puke. I just thought I had to go use the restroom.
Yeah.
And look, it happens. When you have something spicy, sometimes you got to do a little BM action. And I went in there thinking I had to do that. And then suddenly I was sitting there and I was like, nothing was happening. And I was like, I think I'm going to throw up. And then I threw up like eight times, man. It was crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. That sucks. But it might have saved you.
I think it did. And I've never thrown up for my heat challenge before, ever. So the Torture Tuesday video is completely up.
Nice. Okay. If you guys missed it yesterday, you can check it out. We'll have one more. We don't know what that is yet, right?
We don't. We need to actually sit down and talk about that.
Yeah. Morning, Thomas. Yeah, we'll have one more before we officially get into summer. Then we'll put Torture Tuesday on hold. Over the summer.
Yeah, so the next Torture Tuesday will be June 15th, so just a little less than 2 weeks from today.
Okay. Went to Huckapoo's. Hadn't gone to Huckapoo's in like a year and a half because of the pandemic. Gone twice now in a week.
Oh, you went last Friday, didn't you?
Yeah, I went last Friday. Met up me and the wife went and had lunch. She got out of work early, so she came out. Went out there. Alex was there.
Okay.
Last Friday. He was just at the bar drinking, sat right down next to me. We didn't recognize each other at first. Then we started talking. He was there working last night, but the place, packed last night.
Yeah.
We walked in as a group of people were leaving.
Did you go to the hot sauce shack across the way?
I did. I actually picked something up. I picked up a habanero honey hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't had an excuse to use it yet, but I tried some of it there. I'm like, this is delicious.
So I bought a bottle of Jeremy from MF Hot Sauce's peanut butter and jelly thyme.
Yeah.
And my wife tried it, and she doesn't like hot. She doesn't really like hot anything. She actually really enjoyed it. And I looked at her and I go, what do we put this on? She goes, like a pad thai would be really good.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And then she goes, just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So honestly, I think I'm going to go home and eat a PB&J just so I can use the hot sauce.
I mean, because there's a lot of peanut butter flavor in it, and it's not overly hot. I mean, there's a little bit of a kick there. It's not one of his hotter sauces.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd probably be really good on it.
Russ goes, Marshall, just watched the video of you shaving Kotter's face. He definitely should grow the hair and beard out again. Looked badass.
The hair's coming back. Don't know about the beard quite yet. Hair's coming back.
I feel for you guys, but the entertainment value was worth it. I mean, if it means anything to you. Yeah, I mean, hey, kudos to Horny for Smoked Meats for grabbing that picture, too. I still laugh at that.
Still pretty good. All right, guys, be right back. It is about last night. Story number 2. Marshall, bad news for you and Bears fans everywhere. It doesn't look like the Packers have any plans to trade Aaron Rodgers. According to reports, if Green Bay believed he was truly committed to never playing for them again, they would move forward with the trade. However, their GM doesn't believe Rodgers has played his final game for the team.
What does he have to do? Does he have to burn Lambeau Field down? Does he just have to just whip it out and just pee all over his desk? Like, what moment does he need to have in his life where he's like, I've got to trade this guy? What's going to happen?
I mean, Aaron Rodgers has never publicly asked for a trade. I mean, he's obviously unhappy. he's shown that in other ways.
Yeah.
But he's never asked for one. I don't know. I mean, it would be hard for me to trade one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. I mean, you don't want to get rid of that guy.
Yeah, but if he's just like, I ain't playing for you anymore, that would be a big issue.
Yeah. I mean, if I was the team, and I know a lot of people say players have too much power, control over certain things. If I was the team, I'd get rid of the GM. I mean, get what you can out of Aaron Rodgers for the next few years. Yeah. Obviously, the GM is one of the reasons he's unhappy. Keep Aaron Rodgers happy, man. He was the MVP last season.
I mean, Tom Brady just won a championship at, what, 43?
Yes.
44? I mean, come on. And Aaron Rodgers has one championship in 16 years, the Packers. What are the Packers doing?
Right? I mean, I'm telling you, I'd make Aaron Rodgers happy. I would get rid of the GM. I'd welcome him back. Because, I mean, if you're a Packers fan and you trade away Aaron Rodgers, you're going to be the most hated dude in Green Bay. I mean, seriously.
He is, and once again, going back to the whole hasn't won a championship, only won in 16 years, it's not like he's had a lot of competition. The Chicago Bears, Vikings, and Lions are in his division. I mean, has the Lions ever, they haven't even won a playoff game. Playoffs? Haven't won a playoff game ever, pretty much. I mean, it's been forever. The Bears, they're good once every 5 years. They're like just a really terrible team. It's early. I'm sorry. And like the Vikings, whatever. You got Kirk Cousins. You're never going to do anything. But I mean, what is wrong with Green Bay? Honestly, Green Bay should trade Aaron Rodgers.
You think so?
Yes, because I don't.
I mean, is this coming from a Bears fan standpoint or just a sports fan?
Both.
Okay.
As a Bears fan, I want him out of the division.
I get that.
But I think it makes football better. Let's say if they trade him to Denver. Because the matchups twice a year between Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, I think would be legendary.
Oh, it'd be great.
And I think if we got it for the next 4 or 5 years, it would be for the best thing for football. Because honestly, I'd probably watch that matchup 10 out of 10 times.
I do love that it seems like Aaron Rodgers is just out there living his best life right now.
He's got kind of a man bun. He was in Hawaii recently hanging out with, Hollywood superstars, best friend Miles Teller.
Yeah.
Who recently got punched in the face.
But he just seems like, you know what? All this is going on. I lit the fire, but I don't need to fan the flames now.
Yeah.
I started it. I'm just going to take a few steps back and enjoy life.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, let's go. I mean, football season starts here in like 3 months. I mean, you got to make some moves.
Does he stay? We've asked that question multiple times, and it changes. I don't know. My opinion on it changes with every new story coming out. Yeah. And with this one now, it's just like, all right, he's going to be in Green Bay.
Yeah, my hopes and dreams, no, I don't want him to stay. But to reality, I think he'll be there for the start of the season. And hopefully, cross fingers, he won't play, though. He'll refuse.
All right, coming up next, proof that TikTok isn't completely evil. Cartman sings rock songs. Got the story and the audio next. Here's Bad Flower. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
God, I want Aaron Rodgers out of the division. I mean, I do.
I get it. I've got a little clip of each song. So.
Oh, cool. Oh, you got multiple, huh?
Yeah, I just did the 3 that they listed: the Linkin Park, Chili Pepper. I do Green Day first because it's the shortest.
Okay.
Then I got Linkin Park and Chili Peppers. So that's pretty freaking awesome.
This dude is German?
Fernando Ufret.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
Yeah.
He looks like what the guy who voices Cartman should look like.
Yeah, the grown-up version?
Yeah. Bigger dude, big old beard. He's like, yeah, that makes sense.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out, getting up early with us this morning. Coming up, we're going to talk about this TikTok star recent star who can sing songs in the voice of Cartman from South Park. Yes, we have audio. It's ridiculous. We'll play it for you next here. We'll also play a Torture Tuesday replay. Speaking of Torture Tuesday, I was going to drop it into the chat just in case you missed it, but we have the cut up video. It's about 20-ish minutes long of Death Nut Challenge 3.0 from yesterday. And actually, if you want to watch us take on the Death Nut Challenge 2.0, we have that up on our YouTube channel as well. Our YouTube channel has a plethora of new and old stuff, and obviously every single show we've ever done is on our YouTube channel as well. So make sure to subscribe, put the notifications on, because we put up new stuff all the time. Like the Chicks on Dudes that we'll do later on in the show today. We'll probably have that up by tonight. So once again, as a cut up piece, just in case you miss it, we have every Chicks on Dudes, every Torture Tuesday, every Beer for Breakfast, all up there on our YouTube channel.
All right, just over a minute. Thinking about going to Westbrook this weekend because nobody has posted anything yet about having Mexican cake.
Oh yeah,
so I may just go this weekend.
Nice.
Talk to Dana. May just go this weekend and get some Mexican cake.
Yeah. I was talking to my wife last night. I'm like, hey, what do you want to do this weekend? I've got to do a remote for Bob 106.9, our sister station, at the car dealership. She's like, after last weekend, nothing.
That's what I did last weekend.
Yeah.
I did nothing. It was awesome. But yeah, so 2-hour drive up. May hit up a couple others since we're going up on a Saturday. Hit up a couple breweries, grab something to eat, but bring back some Mexican cake.
Yeah, I've got, I think we're going to go see that movie.
Oh, Quiet Place?
Quiet Place Part 2, yeah.
Nice. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Be sure to get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. One more story for about last night, proving TikTok can be used for good and not just for evil. There's a dude on TikTok named Fernando Ufret, musician, likes to play some music. Well, he does an excellent Cartman impersonation from South Park.
It's more than excellent. I think it's one of the best ones ever heard.
I mean, it sounds just like the guys from South Park doing Cartman. Well, he decided to cover some rock songs in Cartman's voice. These are absolutely amazing. Here's a little something from Green Day. I mean, it's spot on.
It's so good.
It's so good. Here's him doing Linkin Park in the end.
Wow.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
It's pretty fantastic.
We got one more. I could play these all day long. I want an album of this. I'll listen.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Here's him doing the Red Hot Chili Peppers other side. It's so good.
I could listen to this. I need an album.
I'm not saying it would be something that's in the CD player in rotation, for the next 2 years or anything.
Yeah.
But give me a listen to that all day long.
Give me now that's what I call Cartman hits 77, and give me that. I think I could probably listen to it forever.
If you want to check him out on TikTok, he is at Fernando Ufret, F-R-E-T. It's great stuff. All right, coming up next, if you missed Torture Tuesday yesterday, we took the Death Nut version 3 challenge. Got some audio from that coming up. This is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Saturday. I don't know what audio pull. I essentially shut down and died yesterday.
Yeah, I tried to find. I found it's about a minute. How long is it? About almost just under 2 minutes. I think it's when we just ate the third death nut, and I cut out a little bit of the middle, and us eating the fourth the fourth one.
Give you guys left my ass off. Dang, it's a good day to be alive. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Fernando is a very talented. You guys.
And like I said, it is exactly what you would expect somebody to do a Cartman voice would look like. I'm going to get my coffee. I'll be right back.
Good luck. All right. And it is a slow day. Slow day starting off today, guys. For everyone hanging right now, I did drop the link for the full Torture Tuesday from yesterday, Death Nut Challenge 3.0. I know we're about to play like a minute-ish of audio for you, but if you want to sit back and enjoy the mostly fully cut piece, it's about 22 minutes long. Once again, I posted that up on the YouTube page as of this morning. On the show coming up here in just a few moments, obviously going to play back that Torture Tuesday audio. Then we're going to take your texts, comments, and calls about our 7 o'clock call-in feature with Did You Grow Up in a Small Town and Why Is It Better Than a Big City? We'll do Kotter versus Marshall in the 7 o'clock hour as well, and then we'll power rank the most annoying things in everyday life. We found a list of the most annoying things in everyday life. We'll share them with you, and then we'll power rank what we think are the absolute worst.
I am hooked on this chocolate glazed donut coffee. It is delicious.
Nice. Morning, Marshall. Morning, Kotter. Good morning, Horde. How's everyone doing on this fine Wednesday morning?
I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right.
So our operating system that we use the stream on,
yeah,
it says it said it needed an update this morning. So I was very smartly decided not to update it. But with that, I think it is messing with our restream where we're up on everything, but it says we're not up on everything. It also says that there's the numbers are way off too on everything. GM, you guys look better. Good morning. You guys look better this morning. Yes, Elaine. Yeah, we totally look better than where we left off yesterday morning.
Feel better too. Definitely feel. It's like because I was ready to, do a video last night. I was all prepared to be like, all right, guys, it's miserable. And I mean, like I said, there was a couple moments, there was a couple situations, but nothing nearly as bad as what I'd experienced in the past.
Yeah, I mean, I just wish I would have called myself puking, but honestly, at that moment,
you're not thinking about that.
I was thinking about puking and not filming myself puke.
No, you're good.
Actually, I think my phone was actually in my pocket at that point. I was just dying.
We were ready to call you, though, because we didn't know you were puking. So we thought maybe you're, sitting down situation.
Right.
So Jeremy's like, we could just call him. I'm like, that's a great idea. So we were, if you didn't make it back in time, we were going to call you.
Yeah. Wish I would have got some of the puke.
We'll get to top fives today, too, guys. We may not have a meeting today, but my top five is ready.
Yeah, boss texted me last night saying that we have a walkthrough with a client of ours, I think, at, let's see. If you want to go to meet with Kehoe, it's 11 a.m. tomorrow. 11:30 is the walkthrough for Chez Georges. Chez Georges.
Oh, they're doing the food for bands.
Bands, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you to Chez Georges for coming in and doing that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're a month away, man. I can't believe.
Tomorrow we're a month away.
I'm just surprised we're that close already. Everybody buy tickets. We want to do this again.
Speaking of, I talked to Julie from the Waterfront Association.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously they got hit really hard due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
Haven't been able to do any events down there. So like our typical events like Oktoberfest and all the other cool stuff they do, St. Patty's Day Parade, they haven't done in the last few years. They're finally starting to come back. The first official-ish kind of thing is the fireworks. They're not going to do like vendors or anything on River Street yet. Excuse me. But it's kind of their first one back, and they're going to kind of gear back into doing more and more events. So I think there's a chance that Oktoberfest will happen this year.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Wiener dog races too?
Possibly.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. If so, I'm talking to her about hosting.
We need to.
Yeah, the wiener dog races.
You know, it's always been our sister station, Bob 1069. We should steal it.
Yeah, no, we're pushing them out.
Yeah. Oh, we'll make it. We'll make that fun.
Yeah. Sean, oh man, short week, getting to work on my top 5, boss. That a boy. Yeah, we'll do top 5s around 8 o'clock once we get done with Kotter versus Marshall.
I got about 2.5 minutes left. Aaron Jones and Mercy.
Yeah, but I shared our show poster with Julie, and she's going to put it up on all of her stuff.
Oh, cool.
So there obviously she's not going to have anything down on the waterfront for 4th of July, but she's creating like a page where she'll have like the boat parade on 4th of July. She's going to put her concert up, so she's giving people a reason to, when they go to the website, what's going on in Savannah will be one of them.
Oh, that's good. Awesome.
Yeah. I also, speaking of, I dropped our 20th anniversary poster off of the draft from Berwick, so they're going to put it up, I think, this morning.
Okay.
So they'll have it up there, just a heads up. I had someone at the bar while I was sitting on the counter. They were talking to me. It's like, hey, what's that? I'm like, it's our anniversary show. They're like, oh, cool. So from across the bar to where they had it, he zoomed in on the QR code and opened it up.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I think he bought tickets. I'm not for sure. Hopefully so. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a good weekend. I hope to have a really good walk up from folks that are just out of town looking for something to do. I think we're going to see a lot of that, so I'm excited to be there at the show finally.
That's what we need to do. Like the Friday before, we need to go downtown and like hit up some of the hotels and see if we can just put some flyers or something in the hotels. Maybe even the Thursday.
Yeah.
Just so when people walk in to check in, they can see stuff.
Speaking of wiener dog races, there's a Corgi Racing Society up here in Minnesota. That's always a fun time. Really?
That's kind of awesome.
I love that. Morning, Charles. How are you?
What's up, sir?
Charles, you swinging by today, man? Charles hit me up after the show. He's installing a fence for me, a small little fence for my wife's butterfly garden. Very important. And, yeah, he was going to come out and do measurements yesterday, but he got held up.
Got about 30 seconds.
Playing back the audio from Torture Tuesday for you guys. It's only like a 2-minute clip. And then once again, I'll drop the YouTube full clip right now in the chat if you want to go check that out whenever you want.
All right, guys, be right back. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Yesterday, Torture Tuesday, Death Nut version 3.0. I'll be honest, I'd still say I thought the second version was hotter overall.
Interesting.
I mean, maybe it's just, memory. I'm thinking things are worse than they were, but I just remember suffering so much more during and definitely after version 2.
Maybe your gag reflex is just getting better. your nut gag reflex is getting way better, Kotter.
I never had one, so I was so popular in high school. But no, it's so
Definitely weren't popular in high school.
but no, it's like it was hot. Don't get me wrong; it was miserable. But I just remember suffering more. And then the after effects. Yeah, there were some incidents, but I was able to go to Huckapoo's last night, eat, and be incident free. The 45-minute drive all the way back home.
Well, no one likes an older guy like you pooping your pants in public. That's the last thing you want. So kudos to you for not pooping your pants.
Thank you.
But more importantly, I puked, dude. I could not believe it. So 16 million Scoville was the death nut. And then not only that, on top of that, we added our very own Torture Blues Day hot sauce. So a little extra.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I've never puked from a heat challenge before. I rarely puke in general. Like,
Right.
It's an ongoing thing between my wife and I. My wife will puke at anything. She could look at the wall long enough and she'd vomit. She'd look at me and vomit. But I never puke, and I just never do it. And yesterday, I yacked like 8 times, like within 10 minutes of us finishing the Death Nut Challenge.
Do you think your body was just like, we're not doing this again? We're getting rid of it now.
It was definitely revolting.
Yeah.
It was revolting. I couldn't stop it. I thought I was going into the bathroom to do something else, and then suddenly I'm puking in the sink. I'm like, it was like Family Guy. I was puking everywhere.
All right. We got some audio from it yesterday. This, I believe, is right after we ate the 3rd nut and right as we're eating number 4.
So the heat is definitely kicking in. Level 3. We're doing the Death Nut Challenge 3.0. Our friends at Blazing Foods hooked us up. They're the best. They also like us so much they sent us a bunch of other challenges, which I'm sure we'll get to in the future.
That's a good one.
Okay, that one. It's surprisingly, because that one, the initial heat wasn't bad,
Right.
But now in the back of my throat, the back of my tongue, the heat level has just upped immensely.
Please look, guys, look me in the eyes. Am I dead?
Yeah, you
'Cause
might be.
I'm not feeling all of it.
Okay.
I have not seen you leave your body yet.
Just checking. Am I alive?
I think so. All right, so we've got 2 more levels to go.
Yep.
I think we've waited 30 seconds.
All right, let's jump
level
into
4.
level 4. Level 4.
Four this time, yeah.
Yeah, level 4 is
Driving him out the door, bye guys.
level 4 is entitled "Oh Hell Yes Hot," and it's called "Boom Fired Up." It's double the Carolina Reaper, double shot of 7-pot brain strain. Oh, the heat's hitting me. Oh my gosh! And a massive hit of Trinidad Moruga Scorpion Peppers.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
I
Okay.
hate it.
The intensity on this one is like 10-fold, 100-fold over the previous 3 combined. Ah!
I think I'm just dead. I don't think I feel heat anymore.
It's like the waiting room in the gates of hell.
Okay, I feel heat again.
Oh, God.
I'm alive.
There it is.
I'm alive, guys.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. So the intensity of the heat on that one is way higher.
It's so bad.
Okay. The flavor, once again, as the flavor gets worse, the heat goes up.
Yeah.
That tastes like ass. It's hot as hell. Big thanks to Jeremy from MF Hot Sauce, the guy who created our Torture Blues Day. He was in here suffering with us yesterday. And you got the video done. So if people missed it, they can rewatch.
Exactly. I've dropped it into the chat a couple times today. If not, just go to the Kotter and Marsh Show YouTube page. All of our Torture Tuesdays up, even from before when we were the morning show, when we were in the afternoon show, are up there as well. There's a treasure trove of content that you can definitely jump in there. But yesterday, honestly, dude, I thought I couldn't feel heat anymore.
Yeah.
It was like 2 nuts where I was like, it's not as, and it was like 3 and 4, and I was like, it was hot, but I was like, I just felt like I didn't feel anything anymore. And then I took that final death nut, and I literally died. Yeah. And then I went to the bathroom and died some more.
Our bodies hate us. All right, coming up top of the 7 o'clock hour, we are going to take your calls, comments, and texts. Did you grow up in a small town? If so, how is your small town better than a big city? Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. I got your stories next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
Sure.
Morning, Wanda. Good morning.
Morning, Wanda. All right, that is all set. Let's see where we at here. Where is that? Whoa. Sorry, guys. I'm just lost my place here. Where are we at? All right. Good morning. Wednesday. Still weird. That's a Wednesday. Just because of the short work week. So just 2 more days to go after this. That's a plus. There we go. Perfect. Went out to, my wife's sister's in town with her kids, and her friend and her kids came in. So they're staying out on Tybee. So we went out to Tybee. I obviously went to Huckapoo's last night. I haven't been out to the beach in forever. It was just nice to go out there and walk across the beach. Yes, congratulations, Wanda. Good to hear that your pup is home. That is awesome. Always love that. Good news. He might be having flashbacks, Lane. I don't know. Don't know what he's doing in the bathroom. Don't want to know. Once again, we got some new people on. Big thanks to Rhett, OG member of the Horde, as he signed his letter. We sent him some show stickers. He sent us these patches from where he works with the Sheriff's Office of Beaufort County. So that was pretty awesome. Thank you to Rhett for that. We got those on display back there somewhere. Okay, where are we at here? All right, yep, that works. Yeah, Tybee, the one thing I don't like about Tybee, I shouldn't say I don't like, it just how busy it gets so quickly, and the parking is just not good. If you're not out there early or later in the evening, you're kind of hosed. So we just went out to like this, not North Beach or South Beach, it's like little side beach a little farther down off of Polk Street. We went to that, wanted to get some pictures of my kids and my nieces for my mother-in-law. So I got some pictures there and just hung out. Yeah, it just, the parking there is just horrendous. So when we lived on Wilmington Island, the first 2-3 years here, we did the whole parking pass thing, and we were there all the time, and it was great. And it just, it just got worse with the whole parking situation. And parking is just crazy expensive. It cost me $2 for an hour. I mean, I know it's $2. It's not, that much. But when you think about it, $2 for an hour seems a little weird. Huckapoo's was delicious, though. God, how much I missed that place. It's official, guys. We have no meeting today, but we still got to send our top 5. So we'll talk about that after 8. But our meeting has officially been canceled.
Yeah, I told you that was going to happen.
Yep. He wants our top 5s.
Whew.
Typing mine in now.
You go-getter, you.
I know, right?
I love that, Wanda. Glad to hear your dog came back. Wanda sent us a message last night letting us know the pup came back. She wrote here, this damn dog came prancing up like she didn't do anything last night. She's been hiding somewhere close by. Freaking dogs, man. Morning, Rhett. Dude, thank you so much for these patches you sent us.
Those are awesome, man.
Boom. We got them in the mail just yesterday. We have them up on the wall right there.
Right there.
We're getting quite the collection of junk, guys. We were just talking about that, I think, before the show came on today, but we're super excited to be able to actually fill in the wall behind Kotter. We'll eventually have all that filled.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks really good.
I was talking about it the other day. We actually just had a space right next to that Boba Fett's Lego toy. So I just put an old phone, to commemorate all the phone issues we've had in the past. So I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that or not.
I think it's fitting.
We loved your letter too, man. I think I may just frame that and just throw it up
I like
somewhere
that.
in the office too.
Yeah. No, the letter's awesome. I love signing it OG member of the Horde. That was cool. That was cool.
All right, guys, if Kotter hasn't mentioned it yet, make sure you drop in your stories. If you grew up in a small town, tell us why your small town is better than living in the big city. Honestly, I don't really think of Savannah as a big town. I think of Savannah as a small town, honestly.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, we're both from places that are technically villages. Can't even be towns. They're so small. So
yeah,
Savannah's a thriving metropolis.
Actually, just after spending almost a decade in Vegas, I'm like, I don't know. I
that's
think
true.
I'm mentally ruined from trying to look at any other places.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. I want to say Savannah's the biggest place I've lived. I think it's bigger than Lincoln. It's got to be bigger than Lincoln.
Yeah. Only a few could claim the OG member of the Horde. Absolutely, Rhett. I think there's about a dozen-ish people.
Yeah,
who can claim that.
If we can ever talk the boss into it, get OG Horde patches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I ever talked the boss into that.
Yeah, we were gonna do our first run of show shirts with the hashtag #ahole, but I think we're gonna put that on hold for a moment because I think we may be doing some shirts for the show. Not that we're gonna sell, just some staff shirts.
Right.
So yeah, sadly, we're gonna put those on hold for a minute.
David, no. I mean, just not anything that anybody else doesn't know about the OSP, just that they posted that they're shutting down. I was going to reach out to our sales guy who is their rep today to see if he knows anything. But nope, nothing that nobody else knows just with that post. Sucks, though. Definitely sucks.
Sucks for him. He actually got some good money out of him during the season.
Yeah.
Wanda, Sean, thanks for dropping your stories on Facebook. Kotter's got all those lined up. How do you want to work the call-in, speaking of, now that we're a few minutes out?
Yeah, let me more there. Mm-mm. There we go.
When the hell did it rain? Sometime last night I woke up and it was sprinkling, Wanda. Yeah, in 70 years for the OSP, that's kind of crazy. I'm actually going to message our sales guy right now.
Okay.
He has not brought it up to us.
He's going to be like, what?
I bet you. I kind of bet you he could be news to him. I'm going to just CC you on it as well.
Yeah, that's cool. For the call in, I mean, I think, I don't know if we do anything. We can start with, I've got a few, obviously, for mine.
Sean, yeah, I think that's 100% true. The lane is probably worth way more than what the track is bringing in. I mean, the facility is quite old as well. It's not like it's, this top-of-the-line facility. Facebook comments say they sold the land for $7 million. Well, there you go.
There you go. I didn't dive into that. I don't blame them. I'm telling you, strip mall. They'll just basically blow out all of that, and they can easily do it.
Well, earlier this morning, Gibby was on the chat, and you were jumping out. And he said that it's going to be for Amazon drones. And I'm like, oh, yeah, the drones will go there after a day of working. They'll drink beer. Yeah. They'll refill themselves.
I like it.
Yeah. They'll put themselves back in their little drone cages.
Hey, everybody deserves a break, man. But yeah, we can, bring up a list of my stuff.
Charles just dropped a story I could share as well.
Okay.
So let me know how you want to do that. You want to kick off? Share a Facebook story, and then I could share a stream story. You want to share, how many Facebook stories do you have?
Let's see, that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, some of them are obviously longer than others. I mean, if I can share mine, if you want to share Charles's, I can share one of these and then go to break.
Sure thing.
All right, we got about 3 minutes. Feel free to share your stories. See, nothing there. And I went through because we're call-ins after this week.
Yeah, I know. I need to get you.
Yeah, I got some here.
Oh, cool.
I meant to send this last night, and I'll get more. This was just a few that I went through.
Yeah, I know he only did it through the end of the month, so I'll get at least the next 2 to 3 weeks done.
Yeah, there's some. Found those as I was looking through stuff yesterday.
All right.
All right, guys, got about 2 minutes. I raised my kids in small towns, so they would say it sucked. It's so bad. That's a true story right there. Yeah, Lane has one.
Yep.
Morning, Andrew. For the whore.
All right, so I've got 2 stories on the stream I could share. I'm just going to share Charles's. So you're going to do yours.
I'll do mine.
We'll chat about that for a second, and then I'll bring up the stream. We'll come back to you on the Facebook.
Yeah, and then we'll
hit break.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Is Tim going to be in studio today? I'm guessing.
I don't know.
Usually Wednesdays he's not.
I haven't seen Tim in a minute.
I need Tim to look at my home computer, but I also need Tim to put in this third mic stand that I still would like to have in the studio.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just looking at the OSP making their announcement, which they actually did make a few days ago. They made on May 28th. Almost 1,000 shares, but never came across my Facebook, which makes no sense. But I mean, I get it. That land must be super valuable. I mean, they probably bought the OSP for like $100,000 back 40 years ago. Now they're making $7 million.
No,
pretty good.
They're doing okay. Hey man, I get it. You get to a point in life, sometimes you're just like, it's time for me, and I can do a lot of me and $7 million.
David, is that a true story? Or are you just messing with us there? Dave says, growing up in a small town, I almost dated a cousin until my mom broke the relationship to me.
Dude, it was a total concern growing up where I was from. I get it.
Gibby, 100%. Gibby says, I actually listened to a podcast from a friend of mine who talks about small towns. Can I drop a link?
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, be right back.
Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Thanks for hanging out. Join the Horde today. Get on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. As always, you can listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker and check us out at rock1061.com. This morning, we're taking your calls, comments, and text. 800-394-1061. Did you grow up in a small town? If so, how is your small town better than a big city? Both you and I, Marshall, kind of in the same boat here. Both from small towns, so small, they're not even towns. Technically, I'm from the village of Manitou.
I'm from the village of Deer Creek, Illinois.
1,000 people. That number has never changed in the past 45 years. I think it's the same. You know, you drive into Manitou, I think that population sign has been there for the past 4 decades. But, I mean, there's definite benefits, you know, I think anyway, in growing up in a small town. The first thing that comes to mind is just safety. My parents still do not have a house key. We never had a house key growing up. We never locked our door.
Really?
Never. And they still don't.
Like they don't know where they lost
They've
it.
never had one. I mean, we had a door. Our front door was so old, it looked like you needed like a skeleton key to get it open. I mean, it was old door. They've since replaced that. They just never have had a house key.
Did your parents buy the house, or was it like a squatter's rights thing?
They've owned it forever. I mean, they've owned it. They bought it right after I was born, so they've owned it for over 40 years.
I would even question that they actually own that property.
They do.
Like they've never had a key.
Never had a house
very
key.
suspicious.
Never had a house key. I mean, the safety of it. I mean, it's like you can, growing up, I was able to, on Halloween, we'd walk from one side of town to the other, getting all the candy. I mean, there's no way would ever let my kids walk around like that, here in this area.
Right.
So, I mean, to me, the safety and one kind of minor thing that you don't think about, seeing the stars in the sky. When you don't have all of the lights, from a town, from like a city, and you look up and you see all the stars, amazing. And it's like, it's always a cool thing when I go back to Manitou at night to look up and just see everything, because you really don't have that experience living in a bigger city that's got all of the lights and congestion and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you got the one street light.
And we do have street lights. We don't have stoplights. My town does not have a stoplight.
Wow.
So it's tiny. My village.
Once again, we were asking you guys, did you grow up in a small town, and why is your small town better than a big city? Got some comments on the stream, including one from Charles. Charles says, I grew up in Thunderbolt, down the street from my grandparents. Best thing was that everyone knew each other. Everyone looked out for each other. The police knew you and would rather your parents deal with you than put you in jail. Thunderbolt was different back then, and my childhood was a blast.
I agree with that 100%. I mean, that can bite you in the butt when you know everybody, because it's harder to get away with stuff. But I did like the fact that you kind of knew everybody on your street. Most people lived there their entire lives. They still live there to this day. I mean, my grandma was like 3 blocks up from us. That's definitely a positive. We got a message from Sean on the Facebook. Richmond Hill. He said, it was a small town when I moved there from Daytona Beach, Florida. I wouldn't say it was entirely better, but it definitely made me grow up to be a better member of society than growing up in Daytona. Let's be honest, Daytona is fun to visit, but it's a bit of an a-hole. I mean,
I've driven by Daytona. I don't think I've ever actually spent any time there. I'll spend more time there this coming November for Welcome to Rockville than any other time in my life, for sure. But, Richmond Hill is great.
Yeah, I like Richmond Hill a lot.
Richmond Hill, especially for, it is a smaller town. Yes, it has grown immensely.
Yeah.
I love their fall festival. Can't think of the name right now. I don't know why it's escaping me. But anyway, yeah, I love Richmond Hill for a small town.
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Did you grow up in a small town? If so, how is your small town better than a big city? More of your stories coming up. Here's Five Finger Death Punch, Darkness Settles In. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, so
Morning.
Yeah, the Seafood Festival. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Sean. The Great Ogeechee Seafood Festival. That's what it was called.
In my town, we had the Popcorn Festival.
Oh, okay. I don't think Deer Creek had a consistent one. We had like a carnival swing into town a couple times when I was growing up, but that stopped too. Morning, Michael. Thanks for dropping that story in, buddy.
I would love to have seen Tybee. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much has changed, in the past several decades. I would love to have seen Tybee 20 years ago, just to kind of, see what it was like. Because, I mean, it has to have become more touristy in the past 20 years, you would think, just by default. Mm-hmm. But I would love to have seen what it would have been like 20 years ago.
All right, so I've got 3 stories I could share here. I've got Elaine's story, David's story, which kind of is a 2-parter, and then Michael's, which is a bigger story as well.
Right.
So what I'll do is I'll share mine.
Okay.
Coming out of the break, if you just kind of want to reset.
Yep.
I'll share mine. Bring up one of the girthier stories of yours.
Okay.
And then I will share. Morning, Michael. Tom says we had a hot air balloon festival in Bingham Binghamton, New York. I'm good with words this morning. Yeah, we used to actually have a hot air balloon festival back home in like Peoria, Illinois, which is just outside of where I grew up.
Yeah, so our radio stations put that on, and our boss, wanted to make this happen so bad. And unfortunately, it's so temperamental, with allowing the balloons to actually, fly or whatever.
Yeah, with weather and everything, yeah.
I think the balloons didn't fly more than they did with the amount of times we did that festival.
Right. I'm going to bring up Dave's here. So start the break, throw it to me. I'll do mine.
Okay.
You'll do yours. And then I will. Yes, that is Mudvayne country. Trust me.
Very much so.
Although they'll refute it. They're from Los Angeles. If you ask them.
Michael, we used to have water slides, the fair. You can see the beach all the way down Butler. See, dude, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so I'll bring up. So I'm going to bring up Dave and Elaine's, and I'll keep Mike's and Thomas's for the second break. You got that one?
Wanda's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to add. I have hers from the Facebook page, so I'll just add that too when I sell. Because I was going to do hers after yours. All right. Okay, you, Wanda, then back to you for some off the stream, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to end it on Dave's one about his cousin because I think it's funny.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I mean, it's not cool.
Well, no. Or is it?
Unless you're from Manitou, Illinois.
Said she was hot. I don't know.
Don't have to tell me twice. Cousin schmuzzin'.
Hey, we talked about it. I think we all agreed for, what was it, $1 million? That was an Ask the Internet question.
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. All right, we'll be right back.
Kotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
We are taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. 800-394-1061. Did you grow up in a small town? If so, how is your small town better than the big city?
Ooh, I grew up in Deer Creek, Illinois, between Peoria and Bloomington. It's about 30 minutes on each side of that. Those were our big cities growing up. I lived in a tiny little, and once again, this was the village of Deer Creek, Illinois, which I think you have to cross over 10,000 people to become a city, right?
I think
that's kind of the threshold or something to the effect of that. So I actually looked up yesterday. So at the peak in 2013, the population of Deer Creek reached its max of 786 people. Currently, it's 601, maybe down to 600.
Whoa.
My dad did die this year. So 3 small bars, 1 street.
Yeah.
And they're bars, restaurants. But for 600 people, that's pretty good.
That's really good.
It's really, really good. And half the people in Deer Creek are retirees. They don't go to the bars.
Right.
So, essentially, for every, let's say, 50 people, you get your very own bar.
There's no wait time.
And there's never a wait time. How awesome is that? 1 gas station. There was there was 2 gas stations at one point.
Yeah.
But Casey's General Store absolutely shut down.
Damn,
Myers. Man. Yeah, absolutely. And then just growing up, it was great. I mean, the school was there. Yeah. We could run around the streets. I could stay out as late as I wanted to. You talked about looking at the stars and seeing that. Yeah, there was 1 spotlight. Yeah. There was the water tower. I mean, this is the quintessential small town. One of the biggest things that ever happened was along one of the major cornfields of our town, there was a highway.
Yeah.
And one summer, there was a rash of break-ins because people would actually drive along Interstate 74, park their car, literally walk into our town, which was like, I don't know, 300 yards away.
Right.
And then they would actually break into houses at night and steal stuff because no one ever locked their doors.
Right.
And they're like, this is just an easy town to pick off. And then they would run away in the middle of the night with all of our stuff. That was one summer, and that was like the biggest thing that ever happened in the town of Deer Creek. So if you want to talk about growing up in a small town, I definitely grew up in a small town.
We got a Facebook message from Wanda. Paxton, Florida is where she's from. 932 people. She said probably still more cows than there was people. Favorite drug of choice was meth.
Oh.
No red lights on the main highway. Just
Because of the meth, they're only green.
No red lights. It's only a mile till he hit Alabama. And she said it was so small that when I was in high school, the biggest thing to do was to drive up and down the road, circle around Hardee's, stop at the local gas station, and that's what they did every night. Also get drunk and high.
Is this the same place where Mac grew up? Because Mac's right there on the Georgia-Alabama line, too.
That's a good question. I
wonder,
don't know.
do they know each other? Talk about small town, man. On the stream, Elaine said, I raised my kids in a small town, so they would say that it sucked because if they did something bad somewhere, I would know before they even got home. And this comment from Dave, I absolutely love. Dave said, growing up in a small town, I almost dated a cousin until my mom broke the relationship to me. And then he wrote, she was hot, too.
Are you mad at Mom or happy with that decision? She was hot, though, Mom. I don't know.
He also went on to say, too, his hometown population was only 3,000 people, no streetlights. The nearest Taco Bell was 27 miles away. The closest Walmart was an hour away. And everyone knew everyone. So
that is the middle of nowhere.
Well, I mean, that last comment's not true because not everyone knows everyone. He didn't know his cousin.
That's true. Good point.
It's a shock to him. Or maybe not.
Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Did you grow up in a small town? If so, how is it better than the big city? More of your stories coming up. This is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Right, Sean? Casey's has amazing cake donuts, and they have the best breakfast pizza.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing to say, and it's not really done much anywhere, but damn it, do they have good pizza. Taco pizza when I was a kid was the business.
How did we do the Kotter versus Marshall last week? Did we announce the winner at the top of the 8 o'clock hour?
I think we announced the winner at the end of the stop set, so we did like an additional break, and then we teased something. I forget.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember that.
Okay, perfect. We'll do it that way.
But it was like 60 seconds or less.
Yeah, very quick coming out of the stop set. That works.
Okay, so how do you want to work this last break? I know you got like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I've got some short ones.
Yeah. Why don't you break into those? And I actually have, let's see. So I've got one from Michael about growing up on Tybee.
Yeah, that's good.
Elaine says Tybee growing up was different too. Parking lot, you could walk directly into the beach. Water rode to the sand, so Tybee did the beach restoration and pumped sand with the water, rebuilt the pier. Let's see. Thomas brings up riding his bike everywhere.
Yeah,
so, those are little ones I could bring up.
Okay, yeah, these are pretty short, so I can get through these pretty quickly.
Marshall, my aunt, uncle, and cousin used to live in Rockford, Illinois. I grew up a huge Bulls fan, so we would go see Jordan play at the United Center. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, so Rockford was way north of me. I think by like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. I've only been there once or twice. I don't even remember why I went to Rockford. I forget. But, morning, Josh. But yeah, dude, I grew up a huge Bulls fan. Everyone grew up a Bulls fan, especially in that era, dude. We all did, whether you're from Illinois or not.
Got a brand new tune from Volbeat.
Oh, nice. Wait a minute, my girl.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
We can use that as a Hefe song tomorrow. Or we can play it right now. I don't give a crap. Josh said, "Oh, you got Josh Bodine's on."
Yeah,
I saw that one. What up, Josh? Good morning, man. A-Dub, good morning. Sean went on to say, when I moved to Richmond Hill, Highway 17 was a 2-lane highway. Not so many traffic lights other than one at Highway 144 and Highway 17 and I-95 and 17. The TA truck stop was the biggest thing in the whole town. There was only one McDonald's, and you went to Piggly Wiggly for groceries. Speaking of Piggly Wiggly, I have not seen one that actually was open. Like, there was a Piggly Wiggly in Georgetown for a minute, I guess, but it was closed before I even moved here.
Okay.
And it's turned in now to like a, I don't know, some hippie store or whatever that just opened. But I saw a Piggly Wiggly like open and working in Rincon the other day, or Guyton. It was out there when we drove out to host the Mothers Against Drunk Driving 5K.
Right.
I drove by it. I'm like, holy crap. I didn't know they existed anymore. I thought they just all shut down, kind of like Lucky's and stuff.
Yeah, they did, and then they came back.
Weird. Givey, I love that you're sticking to the brand by calling Aaron Marshall Jr. There's a Piggly Wiggly in Pooler off of Pooler Parkway. I remember the Piggly Wiggly in Georgetown. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think there's what, only 1 or 2 Piggly Wigglies still out there that I know of. There's a Piggly Wiggly in Plymouth, Wisconsin. I'm gonna go to it for 4th of July. Ooh, better question. Is Piggly Wiggly even good? Like, do they have something special that, like, everyone goes there for?
I will say, Piggly Wiggly came in and saved me at a time when I needed them the most. It was the Social Distortion show at the Shoreline Ballroom in Hilton Head. And had a couple beverages. Didn't use the restroom before I left. It's an hour drive back. And I was about to piss myself. Literally.
Yeah.
And I mean, clenching. And it was late because the show got done. Piggly Wiggly was closing in like 5 minutes. Door was still open. I rushed in, so frantically looked for the bathroom, found it, used it. It was fantastic. Bought a soda on the way out just so I didn't feel like an a-hole. They saved my life.
Got a refill.
Yeah. We'll always respect the Piggly Wiggly.
Have you never done the door piss trick?
No, what's the door piss trick?
You've never done that?
I've never even heard of it.
Okay, so I actually was taught this by my brother-in-law in Chicago.
Okay.
So we were tailgating at a Bears game.
Okay.
So instead of going to the porta potty that was like 100 yards away, his truck was there. So he opened his driver's side door. You know, you open it up, and you're standing there, and the door's in front of you, covering you, right?
Right.
And you just keep talking, hanging people. You act like you're kind of leaning on it, but he's pissing the entire time. And it's called the door piss trick. Yeah, I've done it like 100 times since. It's amazing.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, so like, let's say you swing into a parking lot, pull the side of the road, and just be like, I don't know.
Let's get on your phone.
Yeah.
I'm looking for directions.
Hey, what's going on? And then at the same time, you're peeing. Just make sure you're not peeing on your door. It's the door piss trick. I can't believe you never done that.
No, I've never heard of it.
I felt so stupid for not knowing, like, for the first 25 plus years of my life.
Game changer.
Yeah. Well, if you knew, I mean, if you could imagine, to my surprise, I'm talking to him and I look down and I'm like, are you pissing right now? And he's like, yeah, I've been doing it all day. And I'm like,
genius.
I go, that's disgusting. And I hate you for peeing right in front of me while staring in my eyes. But also, I'm amazed by it.
Yeah.
Thomas goes, I know about the door piss trick. Used at concert tailgates. Yeah, exactly.
So much to learn. So much to learn still in life.
Yeah. That's why it's great to have the live stream going on the entire time. So people can remind me that I'm not an insane person doing the door piss trick. The Piggly Wiggly in Ellabelle was used in filming the Peanut Butter Falcon. Oh, nice. Charles goes, I open my truck doors and piss all the time. Josh goes, is the side of the road hill piss trick? Yeah, why not?
I think he's talking about the show we went to when we were all in the. We went. Was it the Audio Slave show? Which show did we go up to Chicago with the guys in Mindset with the radio station?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was like an Audio Slave show.
Yeah, but we all pulled off the side of the road and had to piss.
I do that everywhere I go.
I remember that. That was a good night. That was fun.
My friend did it in the middle of downtown Superior, Wisconsin, because we were just bar hopping. Turned out the bar we went to was shut down, but Google said they were open. LOL. Wanda says, I see a lot of folks on the side of the interstate attempt this door piss trick. We know what they're doing. I try to do it myself. I can imagine for you, Wanda, it'd be a little bit harder. Is puss a Mac word?
I think auto-corrected it from piss.
Also, good hack for St. Patty's Day. Take a big blanket, walk to a grassy spot, and wrap around you and piss right where you're standing. Did you get the blanket? It's like pissing your pants, but like
you just throw it away afterwards. You don't need that anymore.
It's the angle of the dangle, bro.
No.
All right. Wow, that opened the weird door. The piss trick oddly got a lot of people talking. All right, so I still have Michael Thomas's story and Elaine too. Is there anything else that we want to bring up here to wrap up our call-in segment today?
Not really. I mean, do you want me to hit these three real quick, get those out of the way, and then you wrap up the ones with the stream?
Yeah, I mean, this will be kind of a shorter break.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a heads up.
Yeah. Which one you get ended on, just so I'm aware?
Like a zinger or anything in here, like the cousin thing, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it on like this bike one. Thomas riding around on his bike as a kid, because I can relate to that for sure.
All right, guys, be right back. Can't stress it enough, guys. You've got to join the Horde. You've got to check out the stream. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So much fun during songs and commercials. It's a show within a show, its own world. So check out the stream when you can. Like, follow, and subscribe. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts today. 800-394-1061. Did you grow up in a small town? If so, how is it better than a big city? Josh Bodine said, Pekin, Illinois, my small hometown, is in no way better than a big city or any city of any size for that matter.
I was actually born in that city.
I was too.
Really?
Yeah, Pekin Hospital, man.
All right.
And I can't, that's where my wife's from. She's from Pekin.
Oh, okay.
So I agree wholeheartedly with his statements. Wholeheartedly. Jeremy also commented, growing up in a small town in a small state, I can say for kids, it was great because the outdoors was a staple of your childhood. Everyone knew each other, and you had to learn about showing respect for your neighbors because everyone was one. And it's true. You live in a small town, and we've said it a couple times. You just kind of know everybody.
Yeah, I think I really enjoyed growing up in a small town, just overall. Like, I mean, as a kid, I was bored, and I was always dreaming, like, I want to move to a bigger city, and I want to be able to go see sports games, and I want to see the Cubs lose in person, like, or the Braves lose in person. You know, I always wanted that stuff, but I'm kind of glad I had that more small town experience growing up.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's safer, but I got away with a lot more stuff than I could in a big city.
I like growing up in a small town, looking back, and I have no regrets with it. But, there was a time there that we almost moved back to Manitou when our kids were younger. I'm glad we didn't, and it's nothing against Manitou, but the move we made here, my kids were just offered so much more than they would have ever got offered, in the small town. Yeah. So there's give and take. There's positive and negative. I get it.
On the stream, Michael says, I grew up on Tybee Island my entire life. It was fun as a kid, being able to climb up on the forts on the north end and having the water slides and the fair as the kids. there was a lot, as a kid, there was lots to do, and the police were more community oriented back then as they are more than they are now. Tybee is overgrown now, and it isn't what it used to be as when I was a kid. Elaine pretty much said the same thing. She grew up on Tybee as well. She mentions the water eroding the sand, so Tybee did the big restoration and pumped the sand up on the water and rebuilt the pier. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy that Tybee, I mean, yeah, completely different from even the pictures that you see back a couple decades ago. Thomas here on the stream also says, he goes, I'm not sure if it was the time or the fact of being from a small town, but I was able to ride my bike and walk everywhere, miles upon miles, asking as mom knew we were just heading out and going to be home on time. When I was a kid, I would leave my house at like 7:30 a.m. I come home for lunch, and then I would be back sometime before sundown. And my parents were totally cool with that.
Oh, we rode our bikes everywhere. My kids have bikes. I bet combined they've put maybe a half a mile on them. I do, 5 miles a day growing up on the bike.
So growing up in Deer Creek, Illinois, there was a small town called Washington. I think it was about 8 miles away.
Yeah.
I would ride my bike there.
What?
Go see the ladies. What's up? What's up, chicks?
All right, coming up next, we've got Kotter versus Marshall. Going to get into an argument. Today's topic: would you rather suddenly be elected a senator or suddenly become a CEO of a major company? Now, here's the catch. You won't have any more knowledge about how to do either job than you do right now. So we're going to get into this argument next. Kotter versus Marshall. There's a Metallica, Nothing Else Matters. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
I love Sean's comment here. He goes, speaking of door piss trick, check out the stream. I see what you did, Kotter. Andrew said, I grew up on an Air Force base in Montana. Everyone knew everybody, so I couldn't get away with anything. Well, I didn't care. I stayed in constant trouble.
Damn the man.
Yeah, man, I do seriously, when I was a kid, I got the hell out of the house. I was playing basketball with my buddies.
Yeah.
Wrestling, G.I. Joes, shooting stuff with BB guns that I had no idea how we got our hands on.
Oh, yeah. No, it was, we were all over the place. Like I said, literally on Halloween, we would go, it's a town of 1,000 people. It's not massive, but we'd go from one side to the other and just load up on candy. Crazy.
One of the funniest things I think that's ever been written on the stream, Charles goes, I could write a book on how to piss in public, ... And then Gibby replies, not a picture book, please. I think that's great, outstanding. Guys. All right, guys, we're getting pretty close to writing down our top fives for the day. In case you're new on the stream, our boss makes us do a manager's meeting every single Wednesday at 10 a.m., except for today. He canceled it. He makes us do a manager's meeting where you have to kind of spew off our top fives for the week, what we've been working on, what we've accomplished, yada, yada, yada. We're going to drop in our top fives in the chat here in about 20-ish minutes. So keep hanging around and then drop in your top fives here very soon. Pretty much as soon as we get done with Kotter versus Marshall, we'll start going over your top fives for the week. We'll share our top five so we can all be updated on how the Horde's doing.
All right. So we booked another kind of short vacation toward the end of July. I don't remember where we're going. We just my daughter wanted to go kayaking. Just wanted to go a place with kayaks.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah.
So we're looking through Airbnb to find a place on a lake and a place that either came with kayaks or close to a place that we can rent. And it was just we got to it late, so we're trying to have problems finding one. So initially we found a place in Gainesville. For whatever reason, they were like, nope, sorry, pier. The deck, out back on the water is broken, so we shouldn't have had this up. You can't have this place. So we got to the point where we were literally going to a map of Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, finding a lake, typing that into Airbnb, seeing if there's anything around. And we came across one. Where's the lake? I don't remember what the lake's called. I don't remember now. Someplace in Florida. But we're literally right on the water, and a half mile up the road is a kayak place. So we can go rent kayaks. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that, hang out. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot to do down there, which is fine. Just kind of chill. So it should be fun.
What big city is it close to?
Let me look, because now I don't remember.
Morning, Sandy. Good morning. Coming up next, guys, once again, we're doing Kotter versus Marshall. And then at the top, the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to power rank the most annoying things that we have to deal with in everyday life. I wrote some down outside of the top 10 that we got here from this article.
Yep, I got a few. I want to say it ended up being. I don't remember where it's at now. Oh no, I do. It's close to Orlando.
There's lots of lakes.
I know. I'm gonna look
in Florida.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna find it.
There's like 1,000 right there.
I know. Lake Dora.
Sure.
So, yep, Lake Dora.
I love her show. I love her show.
So that's where we're gonna go. Lake Dora, end of July.
Morning, Bob. Yeah, so Kotter versus Marshall. So we just take like a hypothetical subject and we just kind of BS about it. It's fun. Red says, I grew up in a small mountain town near Asheville, North Carolina. We had no 911 address. It was just turn by the wooden fence, go a half mile, then look for the rusty tractor kind of place. We lived on a cul-de-sac, which allowed us a great place to play in.
There was, before 911, did become a thing, same kind of situation. A buddy of mine that lived outside of town, his address was literally Rural Route 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just for the post office. So they would do the rural route. So a bunch of people had Rural Route 1 addresses.
Yeah.
And it was because of the name, and they'd go hit them up. And then once 911 came into effect, everybody had to have an address. But yeah, it was literally Rural Route 1.
Yeah. So my air conditioning guy, he owns Air Mechanics with an X at the end.
Okay.
So he lives like way out in like Port Wentworth area. And we were talking one day, and he's like, hey, do you have some extra tickets to Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals? And I was like, yeah, dude, they give me like 1,000. I'll mail you a couple. I'm like, what's your address? And it was like, the address is this. And I'm like, that's the most generic address I've ever heard. He goes, technically, it's a dirt road. And he goes, you get down about a mile, and there, my house is like, he has like, tons of acres of land down there. Ours was Route 6, Box 699. Nice.
Let's see. Under a minute, guys. Kotter versus Marshall. If you guys ever have any, I don't know, would you rather things we can argue over for Kotter versus Marshall, feel free to drop those in the chat.
Sandy said I had to leave the stream early yesterday. How do y'all feel after the crazy Death Nut challenge? Actually, I threw up 8 times. Almost immediately after it was over. So we waited the 5 minutes after we took the final death nut. And then I puked for like the first time ever after a heat challenge. Actually, speaking of, nope, that's not it. I'll drop the link. I actually put together the video. But we're going back on the air in less than 5 seconds. So here we go.
Be right back. Good morning. Get on that stream and join the Horde. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can watch the show each and every morning. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. It is time for Kotter versus Marshall. This is our weekly argument. Today's topic is, would you rather be suddenly elected a senator or suddenly become a CEO of a major company? Here's the catch. You won't have any more knowledge about how to do either job than you do right now.
Man, I've been faking my way through my entire life. Are you kidding me? I could totally do this.
All right, so I think it's your turn to flip.
Yeah, I'll flip.
I'm going to go heads.
Oh. It's tails.
It's tails, fair enough.
It kind of shot across the room. No big deal.
Flew across the room. All right, so it's up to you then. Which one would you prefer?
Oh, my gosh. This is a tough one. I'm going to choose, I would rather be a CEO.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of a senator.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want me to go first or you want to go first?
I want you to go first.
Okay.
You have 30 seconds before I can interrupt. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Whenever you want.
Once again, I would rather suddenly become a CEO because even if I mess up, guys, I get that quote unquote golden parachute out of my job. Have you ever heard of a CEO get fired and not get a huge payday? And could you imagine? What if I just like completely futz my way into, I don't know, being somewhat good at it? You know the yearly bonuses CEOs get? They don't get like $500 and like, a Clark Griswold like a basket of jams. You know what they get? Millions of dollars. And you know what's awesome? Money.
You lost me as soon as you said you're going to be good at this, because let's be honest, you're not going to be good at this. There's so much pressure on you to do something right. I just don't see how that's going to be humanly possible. I mean, you're going to get in there, you're going to screw things up. The company's going to go bankrupt.
And you know what? It'll be hilarious. People will probably write stories about me. I'll probably be more famous and more successful after I mess up being a CEO than I would before I was nothing. And not only that, I mean, think about this. Would you rather be a CEO of, let's just say, a company, let's just say it's a toothpaste company,
right?
Or let's just even go real high and let's say I'm suddenly Elon Musk and I'm the CEO of Tesla. How cool is that? I guarantee I get a free car, if not toothpaste for life.
I get a free car.
That's pretty dope, right? And also, I mean, would you really want to be a U.S. senator? They're not exactly the most popular people right
CEOs aren't popular. You kidding me? I mean, there's who?
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: as a senator, you got to be on this, a stage all the time. You got to be in front of people, talking to people. I don't want to do that.
I mean, CEOs,
I do that every day right now, and I don't want to do this. Are you kidding me?
CEOs are in front of people as well. They have to give presentations. They have to make sure the stockholders are happy.
You ever seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, the dude ended up in prison.
Okay, but like before that, it was really good, guys. So I'm just saying, I'd much rather be a CEO.
All right, there you go, Marshall's argument. Coming up next, I'll argue on the side of I'd rather be elected a senator, just rather suddenly. It is Kotter versus Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Our buddy Josh goes, I'd rather be a CEO. You only answer to your board and shareholders, and the responsibilities largely rest on the department heads. Your job is more to ensure. Are you a CEO? Very thought out. Your job is more to ensure that they are performing up to expectations. As a senator, all the pressure and scrutiny is on you, regardless of your aides and staffers. That was a very well thought out response. This is way better than mine.
He went to Wikipedia. Don't give him credit. Copy and paste definition.
Greg wrote, Senator is easier. Free healthcare, bribes out of the Yahoo. Not responsible for anyone more untouchable than a mob boss. That's not exactly true. You get the idea of a free car. With their wait list, you'll probably be fired before you get the car. That's true, too.
All right. Get rid of, that.
All right. Once again, we're in Kotter versus Marshall. I take in the side of I'd rather suddenly become a CEO. I think I could really futz my way through becoming a CEO, especially if the company was successful. Could you imagine just walking in to an already successful company like Tesla, or whatever? I mean, or the other 20 billion businesses that Elon Musk owns? The Boring Company? How do you mess that one up? Will you drill something underground? Yep. Cool. Craig Geiger. Jeffrey Epstein was a CEO. Bernie Madoff was a CEO.
We're going to go right into the second one after this.
Hey, Greg, now flip that around and name all the crappy senators, will you?
What? The crappy senators? Come on.
Who was the senator from Illinois that was actually out of our district, the Peoria district, who was against oh my gosh, voted against everything in regards to the LGBTQ community,
and then came out as gay,
and then was gay,
yeah,
and then went to Katy Perry shows, then used fund dollars to take airplanes to Katy Perry shows.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I remember that whole thing.
Greg goes, Ted Kennedy, reelected over and over. Biden, where is he now? Why are you fighting for Kotter, the guy who absolutely didn't want to run with you this weekend? Didn't even show up. He even probably try to call you.
No, I messaged him. I messaged him after I ran and said, hey, man, here's what happened.
I already ran.
Because I wouldn't have done it. I mean, if I had to wait until the afternoon, I probably wouldn't have done it. Sandy, to finish our story though, Marshall puked afterwards. There were a couple trips to the bathroom after that evening, but surprisingly enough, I felt pretty good as compared to previous hot challenges.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't as bad.
CEOs always seem to get divorced. Look at Amazon and Microsoft. The wifey takes half your billions.
Yeah, but you have so many billions. I don't think it's.
But also, don't get married. If you're already a CEO, or if you suddenly become one, I would definitely not go get married. Charles says, I am a CEO. F this. I want to be a senator, bringing in turns pretty much, or banging in turns and pretty much carte blanche on what you say and do, plus 1 term or retirement benefits for life.
Yep.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You get retirement benefits for
You
life?
get health care, you get retirement. Yeah.
Interesting.
Today is National Running Day. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be celebrating. Not today.
You should definitely run today, man. Today is actually a great day for you to run because
really
it's humid. You're gonna sweat a lot. You know, you're worried about keeping fit, keeping that svelte body of yours.
I don't know if I would really call what I've got going on svelte right now. Lumpy? Is that a good way to describe it? Lumpy?
Yeah, lumpy. That's actually something I didn't know. I didn't realize that former senators get free health care for life.
Mm-hmm.
You think, is it good health care? I'm guessing it is.
I'm guessing it's great health care.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll be right back. Good morning. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Kotter versus Marshall is going on. Today's question is, would you rather suddenly be elected a senator or suddenly become a CEO of a major company? The catch is, you won't have any more knowledge about how to do either job than you do right now. Marshall argued on the side of becoming a CEO of a major company. I am arguing on the side of becoming a senator elected suddenly, not knowing what the hell I'd be doing anyway. So are you ready?
I'm ready. I got the stopwatch right here.
All right, here we go. All right, this is really, really simple. I would just kind of run on the fact that I am going to try to push for term limits within the Senate and then not run a second term. And then I'm going to collect health care and I'm going to collect benefits for life. I mean, that's all it is. And if I can just run on a re-election platform of trying to set term limits, I have done more than most senators will have done in their entire career. I don't have to go out and try to bribe people. I don't have to take advantage of the situation like that. I don't have to become an amoral person. I'm just a one and done term, and then I collect the benefits on the back end, some of the best health care you're ever going to get, and benefits for the rest of my life.
All right. So once again, I mean, this question isn't about how you are going to run and suddenly become a senator. You're already a senator.
I know. That's what I was going to run on because you have to have some sort. You have to do something. I'm not just going to sit on my ass and do nothing. So
you're saying in your one term in Senate,
yes,
you are going to use your junior senator status. And you're just going to make all these changes?
No, I'm not making any changes. That's the whole point. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to try to push for term limits within the Senate, and then it's not going to pass because those guys want to be there forever collecting money. So then once it doesn't pass, I can be like, well, I'm going to stick by what I said, and I'm out, one and done. So I'm really not going to have to do a whole lot because I know the platform that I would push wouldn't come to fruition. So I'm just done after 1 year or one term, and then I collect the money and I collect the benefits afterwards.
So what you're saying is you're going to do nothing.
Yeah. Yes. And that's still doing more than most senators ever. By doing nothing, I'm probably a better senator than half the people currently in Congress.
Yeah.
That's my argument, man. That's all I got. I feel I don't need more than that.
Yeah.
I get to collect for the rest of my life for doing nothing for like 2 years. It's awesome. This is perfect.
Have you ever heard the noise of a balloon just letting the air out? That's what you just did for the last 60 seconds.
No, I think I made an excellent point. You can go in for 2 years, do nothing, and then you are set for life.
Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I think the life of a CEO doing whatever you want, whenever you want, is a lot better than having to show up to Washington, which, as you stated many times, Washington, D.C. is one of the worst places on the planet.
Who said I had to show up?
Yeah,
how many times?
You have to show up to vote, man. You have to show up to make these changes that you want to make.
I said one change. I don't care about the rest of it. All right, you can vote now. Who wins today's argument, Kotter versus Marshall? Would you rather suddenly be elected a senator or suddenly become a CEO of a major company? Vote via the text 800-394-1061 or in the chat. We'll announce the winner next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. It's super easy, man. You don't do anything.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mac. CEO for sure. No, I think with the CEO, it's easy for our post argument. I think just with the CEO, you have a better chance of failing upwards than a senator. I think senators can be absolutely buried, and you could be silenced by the other senators so quickly. So your platform.
That's the whole point, though. I'm not going in looking to get reelected. I'm going in on the platform of term limits. And you know it's not going to pass, but then you don't want to be an a-hole, so you stick to it and said, I believe in term limits. I'm stepping down after one term.
Let's see. Kotter for the win. CEO for sure. Tough decision, says Wanda. Marshall argued better, but he chose the losing argument. Senator Kotter gets a screw you, Greg. No one likes you. Marshall for Sandy. Rhett says, my vote's senator. There you go.
I really didn't feel like I had to have much of an argument. I just felt it was an easy one. Even though initially or maybe Kotter, Sandy.
You already voted for me, Sandy. Get over it. Josh goes CEO.
So we're tied.
Perfect. No, it's an interesting argument.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a new idea for a bit.
Oh, okay.
It's one stolen from somewhere else, but I think we could have fun with it.
Okay.
And it's more of like a freestyle conversation, and I think it'd be fun for us. But I'll tell you more about it later.
Okay.
CEO, enough money to hire people. Wanda goes, maybe CEO. The ginger is so belligerent. What'd you say, you retiree? Do you even own a house anymore, or are you mostly in hospice watching this? Is that why you go running all the time? You're trying to get away, but you somehow get caught up? What's your mile time? It's got to be slower than Kotter's. And he ran a 16-minute mile.
10.
I got something that says it's 16.
I got the other one I can show you.
Oh, man. That's funny. All right, guys. Wrapping up Kotter versus Marshall. Drop in your votes. The love is overflowing.
Yeah, it is.
Wrapping up Kotter versus Marshall. Drop in your votes on who you thought won there. And then we're going to power rank the most annoying everyday things in life here in just a moment.
You got one on the text, too.
I took first in my age group on Saturday. Lower half of the sevens, but not a personal record. Oh. Greg is 59 and could probably still run you down to kick your ass.
He could definitely run us down.
Well, once again, he could totally run us down, but is he going to be allowed to leave the facility? I don't think so. Is he going to get a day pass? How long does that last for? He'd probably have to take the shuttle over here anyway. And just to be honest, I love Greg, but he gives us crap all the time, and I feel like sometimes it's justified. I need to give it back to him.
Oh, I think it's always justified.
Yeah. Greg lives on this stuff. It's actually the only thing that's keeping him alive.
Oh, shoot.
Well, that and all of his pills. So, open your mouth, Greg. Okay. All right, guys. Once again, coming up on the show, we're going to do the most annoying things you see and put up with in your everyday life. And then Kotter and I are going to power rank the worst ones. We'll also play trivia in the 8 o'clock hour. And then Mac will join us top the 9 o'clock hour for another edition of Chicks on Dudes. We have a great question. Great question. Question number 2, I'm really excited for.
It's an interesting one.
Jeremy just hit us up. So Jeremy joined us for
no doubt,
the Death Nut Challenge yesterday. He actually just commented. So last wave hit at 4 a.m. Sweet baby Jesus.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man. So sorry.
So that definitely, that's the first heat challenge Jeremy's ever done.
Yeah.
So that definitely hit Jeremy it was much longer lasting.
Yes.
My first couple times.
Yeah, agreed.
Our bodies are used to doing dumb heat stuff now, where I think we definitely fare much better. Except for the puking thing yesterday. I don't know. Maybe I'm dying. Sandy, oh no. Super funny.
All right. So we've got 30-ish seconds after whether we're back.
Okay.
You get the win today.
Back in the win column, baby.
Now, you made the exact argument I was going to make for the CEO. You get that no matter how bad you F it up, you get that paycheck, man.
It's pretty impossible. Like, that's the thing. At the moment you're a CEO, you generally get a year unless you have some sort of scandal.
Yeah.
And then, like, they pay you to leave.
Yeah, I know.
What job does that?
Golden. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Just had Kotter versus Marshall, our weekly argument. Today's argument was, would you rather be suddenly elected a senator or suddenly become a CEO of a major company? You wouldn't have any more knowledge about how to do either job than you do right now. Marshall, congratulations. You picked up the win, arguing on the side of suddenly becoming a CEO.
Thank you. Of course. I mean, of course I won there. I mean, once again, choosing to be a CEO, even without any knowledge of being one, you can only fail up, because if you get fired, they pay you to leave.
Yeah.
It's so hard to mess up being a CEO. You'll get at least a year of good, solid, crazy money. Then they'll probably pay you like $300 million to leave.
The good thing,
sir.
The good thing about the whole CEO thing is you have so many people underneath you. I'm not saying you don't have responsibilities and pressures. You do. You're in charge of it all. But you have so many people doing the day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it's just delegating. Hey, get this done. Get that done.
Dude, I'd be like Lundberg from Office Space. I would just be like, what are you doing there? And then also anyone I didn't like, I'd be like, what do you say you do here?
And I mean, anytime a CEO gets fired, how long is it before they're CEO of another company?
Right.
They're just going to get another gig anyway.
Once again, failing upwards as a CEO. Totally easy.
All right, coming up at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, we've got a survey about the most annoying little things that happen in our day-to-day life. So we're going to run down this list, and then we're going to power rank the things that annoy us the most. So we'll get to that coming up after 8 o'clock. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. Bring me the horizon. Here's Teardrops.
Thanks for hanging around with us on the stream today, guys. We appreciate that. So we're doing that next. That's coming up, here in...
Minutes.
Just mere minutes.
Excuse me.
Things I see and have to deal with daily. My neighbors do stupid daredevil and eat things that cause severe digestive issues that... and then have to deal with the sounds and smells that come from the bathroom that seeps into one of our therapy rooms.
That's Aaron on a daily basis.
I'm sorry that you have to deal with Aaron so much. That's terrible.
I don't take responsibility.
Yeah, he's our boss. We have to deal with it too. Max says, let me count the ways. Thomas says, traffic by far, effing traffic, more specifically, stupid ass drivers.
Yeah, I agree. I get frustrated a lot, especially around here. Traffic or driving around here is questionable at best.
Lack of usage of blinker, yelling neighbors next door, dog piss smell on the stairs. Oof.
Ugh.
Go for breeze it. What do you got for the rest of the day, man? What are you doing?
I got to get some, I'm way behind on music scheduling, so I got to get into that for the weekend, since we're doing the 20th anniversary weekend, 2009 this weekend, so way behind on that. So I got to get some of that done. Don't have our managers meeting, but I still have the OM meeting today at 11.
Oh.
So I'm going to get that done. Scheduling. And then I had, so there's another golf tournament. So there was one that was supposed to be in Canada, but because of COVID, they moved it.
Congaree is what it's called? Yeah.
It's going to be on Ridgeland. We're going to do some stuff with that, not this station specifically, but our other stations.
Yeah.
So I have to get some things ready for that.
Cool.
I guess here, I'll just give you my top 5.
Oh, yeah, everyone start dropping in your top 5s. Now we're ready.
All right, here's number 1 on my list. Get everything ready for the upcoming PGA Golf Tournament. Hurricane season is upon us. It just started.
It's true.
So I got to go through the websites to make sure we have all of those ready. I got to put together an EAS report for our public files. Got to figure out and finalize our meeting with Randy Lane. He is the consultant or morning show coach we're going to be working with to improve our product. And then I've got some concert posters I got to go hand out. So I'm going to do that this week and this weekend. If anybody wants a poster for the 20th anniversary concert that you can put somewhere that people can see, let me know.
I've only written one. One is I got to get with Ryan on doing our shirts. Okay. Oh, everyone's dropping their top 5s in. Cool. Let's go over these. Gibby says top 5. 1, work. 2 through 4. Oh wait, everyone's dropping theirs in. 2 through 4, get house cleaned up and prep for Lilu's 5th birthday party.
Oh, happy birthday.
5, keep wife and kids alive. As always, you're doing very good. Very good, Gibby. Wanda says take son to appointments. 2, prepare for my break from some of the kids next week. 3, maybe go to the beach or water park this weekend. 4, nap. 5, maybe pay off the Airbnb for a welcome to Rockville trip. There you go. Sean goes, number 1, mow the lawn again. 2, do a tune-up on the snowblower. Wait, why are you tuning up the snowblower? Is it snowing in Minnesota again? 3, clean the gutters and stain the deck. 4, go out to dinner for the birthday. Figure out what I want to do for dinner. 5, probably have friends over for a bonfire Saturday night. And, of course, grill up some meats. Nice. Thanks for dropping in your top 5s, guys. We'll go over those more here in a few moments. Everyone's dropping in some day-to-day pet peeves. I love this. Sandy says, this is going to sound like a crazy pet peeve, but I grew up driving daddy's pickup trucks, and I love driving them, and I'm good at driving them. My pet peeve is seeing females behind the wheel of a truck, yet they cannot drive a truck. Park it. I don't know. I guess I've never really noticed that before. Mac drops in a gigantic story here. She goes, not on a daily, but slow cart drivers in the store. People parking in the handicap spots who are clearly not handicap. So I had a street teamer in Vegas who grandmother had a handicap parking spot thing, but she didn't drive anymore. So my intern or street teamer would actually just drive her car around and just would park and use that pass all the time. And I asked one time, I'm like, you okay with parking? Use that pass? She goes, absolutely. I'm like, kind of weird.
Yeah,
I think I personally would have an issue with it.
That's a douchey thing to do.
Thomas dropped in his top 5. Finished job today. Make it home. Make it home safe. Shower, eat, get back rubbed from wife.
Nice.
Sounds like the life. Elaine says, wrap up as much as possible for surgery tomorrow. Good luck on the surgery, Elaine. Ride motorcycle, wash laundry, nothing, more nothing.
Nice. Charles. Top 5. 1, tell. 2, everyone. 3, 2, 4, piss. 5, off.
I think Charles was having a tough day yesterday.
Yeah.
Rhett says top 5. 1, work. 2, get things straight around the house, lawn, laundry, etc. 3, catch up on the DVR shows. 4, play with the kids. 5, drink a beer and take a nap. Jeremy dropping in his top 5 as well. 1, finish work week. I like that. 2, get dinner and drinks Friday night. 3, start side job at work. 4, wash cars. 5, relax and chill on Sunday. You're not fishing on Sunday? It's blasphemy, Jeremy. Elaine said another pet peeve, and we're going to talk about this here more in a minute. Seeing people cut bikers off in traffic on purpose. I'm telling you, I am terrified of running into a biker or anything. The first thing I do if I see a biker on the road, I get the hell out of the way.
I'm the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm uber cautious. I've told the story why. And I've always been cautious anyway. I'm more cautious now.
Yeah, it's when that biker pulled the gun on you.
That's the one.
You deserved it.
I did not.
I did. Oh, I mean, you probably cut him off. I mean, you kind of cut him off when they were trying to. I mean,
I didn't see him.
Right.
It was
So
my
it's
fault.
justified.
It is my fault.
right.
But I've always been cautious about it anyway. I have enough friends who ride bikes, so it's always something that I was aware of. But that one incident didn't, it scared me straight for forever. All right, guys, be right back. Get on that stream and join the Horde. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. As always, you can listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or check us out at rock1061.com. Now, a new survey came out and asked people to name the most annoying little things that happen in their day-to-day lives. We're going to run down the top 10, and then we're going to power rank the little things that annoy us on a day-to-day basis. So number 10 on this list, once again, it is the most annoying little things that happen in day-to-day lives, ATM fees. I don't go to an ATM where I have to pay money.
I almost refuse unless it's usually like concerts get me or like large scale events where you can't really leave the area and it's like $5 fee to pull out $20. Like, you got me. You got me.
I think I've had to do that once, and it was years ago. But yeah, if I don't have to, I won't use an ATM if it's going to charge me.
I think I got charged $10 once for an ATM.
What?
Fee. Yeah, I don't remember where I was at, but I think I got charged $10 once.
That had to have been at an event to where the event was just making money off of those fees.
Oh yeah, it was ridiculous.
All right, number 9 on this list, washing your clothes and realizing you left a Kleenex in the pocket.
Or a chapstick. I'm a big-time chapstick.
Dude, I even
so
think of
that waxy stuff gets in your clothes. You have to treat it. It's the worst.
Yeah, Kleenex is horrible because they just get everywhere. They're on everything. You have to rewash or dry to whatever to get everything done. Number 8, and this I think encompasses so much. This could be a category unto its own. Drivers who don't follow the rules.
Right. Well, it's mostly because nowadays they're distracted. They're looking at their phones.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I saw a post just with driving. I saw somebody post on Facebook the other day. It's like a guy got mad at me. He was riding behind me, kind of tailgating me. I was doing the speed limit, but then there's a whole entire left lane for them to pass. He wouldn't pass. He just wanted the guy in front of him to go faster.
Right.
The road's not yours, man. Don't act like it.
It's everyone's road. We all own it.
This is the top 10 list for the most annoying little things that happen in our day-to-day lives. Number 7, lateness.
So we're talking about our close personal friend, Jake Thompson here.
Jake is notorious for saying, hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes, and then showing up in 20.
Or 30.
Or I'm on the way.
He's a big time on the way guy.
And so it's like a lot of times, we'll go to the draft room, we'd grab some beers. He lives maybe 5 minutes from the draft room.
Less.
Maybe. I'm on my way. 20 minutes later, he rolls in.
Yeah. And something always like, I got caught up with something. It's always, he's a caught up guy. Something's catching him. Something's snagging him every second.
Number 6 on this list, people who eat loudly or are too messy.
Yeah, I don't think I catch very much of that anymore.
No, not
children mostly.
Yeah, and it's not something that affects me on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, children essentially are acting like it's just a party and they're just throwing everything. It's a food fight just for them.
Number 5 on this list of the most annoying little things that happen in your day-to-day lives, spilling on your clothes.
Yeah, waking up and spilling coffee on you, not only with the slight burn that hits you, but you look so stupid with it's like wearing a big red A on your clothes. It stands for, well, definitely not that, but yeah, it's terrible. Spilling stuff on your clothes and looking dumb for the rest of the day. Terrible. When
we went out to Tybee yesterday, part of the reason we went is because we've got family in town and we wanted to get pictures of my kids and their kids to send back to my mother-in-law. And my oldest was going to put on like a button up, for the pictures. But my wife was like, we're going to eat first. You take that off. You do not put it on until after we eat because you will spill on it. And he would totally spill on it. So he was not allowed to wear it until afterwards. This is top 10 list of the annoying little things that happen in people's day-to-day lives. Number 4, people who think the rules don't apply to them.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that is true, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm kind of a rule breaker.
Well, it's not even a rule breaker. I mean, you can break rules occasionally.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you...
No, I don't think occasionally.
I mean, you don't walk around like the rules don't apply to you.
No,
I would never say that.
I like to just, I'm the bad boy of Rock 1061. Hashtag bad boy of Rock 1061. That's me. I've got a reputation to hold up to. Like, it's not even like, I don't even want to break the rules. It's just like, I feel like I need to because that's just like part of who I am.
You got to keep up with the brand.
Yeah, dude, there's a brand here.
Number 3 on this list, someone not saying please or thank you.
Those people suck. Yeah, just don't say my pleasure.
Well, what do you have against my pleasure?
It feel weird.
What about no problem? You get a lot of no problems now instead of thank you, or instead of you're welcome.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, just don't say my pleasure. It's weird.
All right, number 2 on this.
Once you give me a chicken sandwich afterwards.
Number 2 on this list, people cutting in line.
Oh, big time.
Dude, that annoys the hell out of me, man.
For everything. Like, my wife and I were on a vacation in Charlotte, and she wanted to stop by this plant place. I think it was just called Plant House.
Right.
So it was like Mother's Day weekend, and like we were waiting in line, and there was one lady in front of us. And then just before we were going to get in, her entire family shows up of 10 people.
What?
And I'm like, who are these people? And they're all hugging each other, and I was like, and they're like high five and like, oh, happy Mother's Day, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So yeah, we had to wait another, like, it wasn't long, but still, it was annoying.
It's the principle of it.
Yeah.
All right, number 1 on this list, the most annoying little things that happen in our day-to-day lives, people not listening to you.
What?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That was easy.
No, I mean, that could be really, I guess the situation will dictate for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, there are times where I'm sitting on the couch, I'm on my phone, and my wife's talking, and I was previously on my phone before she started talking.
Right.
I didn't hear what she said, and I know it annoys her, but I'm like, yeah, but I was doing stuff. It's not important stuff, but I was doing stuff previous to you talking.
Yeah, like, she's not going to, like, look around the corner to see if you're on your phone first.
Well, no, she should, though.
She's going to beat you tonight. She's straight up going to beat you tonight.
All right, there you go. The top 10 list of the most annoying little things that happen in people's day-to-day lives, according to a new survey. Coming up next, Marshall and I are going to power rank our annoying things, the little things from our day-to-day lives that annoy us. If you have anything to contribute, text it in, 800-394-1061. You can also comment on the chat. Brand new a day to remember, everything we need. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Oh, Sean. No. Sean just mentioned on the chat, pet peeve, my coworker slurps his coffee. He got Wendy's chili for lunch the other day, slurps that and his Frosty. Is your coworker like 700 pounds? Who eats chili and a Frosty for lunch together? He goes, I had to keep getting up and walking away from my desk. Ugh. Oh, it's so terrible. Wanda said for pet peeves, 3, people staring at me whenever I'm wearing a mask or not. 2, hearing people chew/smack their gum. Number 1, my 4-year-old busting in on me while I'm in the bathroom. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 3 on my list that I don't think you're going to touch, so I feel like mine are really good.
Yeah, I did 4 just in case, but I think we'll be different enough. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. All right, how much time we got? Less than 2 minutes?
Less
Perfect.
than 2 minutes.
Guys, thanks for hanging around in the chat today. Your pet peeves, holy crap, you guys have really laid out a bunch. That's awesome. Thanks for hanging around once again and doing that. Coming up next, we're going to talk about the 20th anniversary show, and then obviously we're going to get back into Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout?
Yep, didn't get to it yesterday because, of course, it happened right after Torture Tuesday. We were all feeling the effects of that.
Yeah.
It was just better for everybody involved.
Yeah, and then Jeremy, poor Jeremy, he mentioned on our chat a little while ago, he chimed in, he's like, I was actually still feeling it at 4 a.m. this morning.
And he has not been heard from since. Maybe he's still feeling it now.
Yeah, he could be back in the bathroom right now.
All right, guys, got about a minute. Going to power rank our little things that annoy us on a day-to-day basis. Dude, I'm the same way because my hearing is weird at times, and it's if somebody is not facing me and they're talking and I'm behind them. It is hard for me to hear.
So our old engineer, he can't hear out of one of his ears. He can only hear out of one. So it's funny. Sometimes I'd go in and talk to him, and he literally wouldn't even see or hear me talking to him. So I literally would have to like get his attention or walk to the other side of him.
Yeah.
Ooh, Sean, yeah. He's not 700 pounds. He's just a POS. He's the same one that licks his damn fingers and wonders why I don't use the actual part books. Ugh.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. Just ran down a top 10 list of the most annoying little things from a day-to-day basis. Now we're going to put together our own power rankings of those little things that annoy us each and every day.
Well, earlier in the show, I beat you in Kotter versus Marshall. So I would have to say, please go first.
Oh, thank
in this
you.
list.
Thank you.
I've already won, so I mean, no big deal.
Number 3 for me is not having your phone charger when you realize your phone is about to die.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that. There's nothing more frustrating because it's just like it never fails. I know I'm going to be getting a text or an email. Something about work's going to pop up. I can't check my phone because it's about to die.
Right.
Maybe you're off doing something, but I hate that. And I've done that a lot lately because I lost one of my cords. So now I have to take my cord from the house. So sometimes I just don't know where it's at. So I've been misplacing it a lot. It has happened a few times, and it just annoys the hell out of me.
He's got some FOMO. Got fear of missing out on those sweet work emails, Kotter.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, you're so cool with that one. Kotter, number 3 on my power ranking of things that annoy me in my personal everyday life, talking to me in the bathroom.
Dude, 100%.
Don't talk to me in the bathroom. Is the house on fire? Don't care. Did someone die? I'll deal with it when I come out. Don't talk to me when I'm in the bathroom. You want to go to a movie night? No! What do you want for dinner? Nothing! Don't talk to me in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Rule number 1 in my house, my wife has been pretty good about it for the most part, but every once in a while she forgets. And what I do? Silent treatment.
Oh, yeah.
I just act like I don't hear.
I don't respond.
Once again, I don't care. Unless, like I said, unless something is literally on fire, then maybe I'll respond.
We are power ranking the little day-to-day things that annoy us. That one, for me, it's a rule in our house. Just don't say anything. I'm good. Leave me alone. All right, number 2 on my list, being included in unnecessary reply all emails. Dude, it is a thing.
Oh, that never happens here.
It is a thing here. We get the mass email from corporate or from somebody, and then they feel it's necessary to reply all. And then the next person replies all. I don't, you want to wish everybody a happy birthday who's celebrating a birthday in June? That's cool.
Right.
Do it just with the people who celebrate a birthday. I don't need to know.
Yeah, we get a lot of those, like when someone wins an award, it's like, he's the best, he works so hard, or she's the best, she deserved that. I'm like, that's very cool, and I also agree with that sentiment, but I'm not going to send her an email that replies all to tell everyone that. I'll just tell them in person.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all that needs to happen.
All right, coming up, number 2 on my list of things that annoy us in our everyday lives, my personal power rankings, things that annoy me. Number 2 on my list, kind of like yours when it comes to the whole phone, a fear of missing out with the battery. But how about this? Just leaving your phone at home.
Dude.
When you're at work for 8 straight hours, or when you go to the beach and you're like, where's my phone?
Yeah.
Where's my, and you freak out and you're like, I left it on the garbage can in the garage. Like, what is wrong with me? Leaving your phone at home is terrible, especially when you go to a place that you have to be there for an extended period of time. You're not going to have your phone on you. And they're like, I wonder who messaged me. And then you go home and then you miss nothing and then you just feel depressed. That's the worst.
It's such a sense of panic when you realize you left your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it happens to me. It's like I'm in the car. I'm like a few miles up the road, too far to turn around, and I like freak out because I'm like, "Where's my?" It's the worst.
Yep,
it's horrible. All right, number 1 on my list: power rankings of the little things that annoys me on a day-to-day basis. Number 1: people not respecting your time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, look, I get stuff for work is going to happen outside of work hours. I understand that. I'm cool with it. But sometimes people can take that too far. It's like, sometimes I just need an email. Here's the update. Cool. I'll look at it at my leisure and it'll be fine. Don't need the phone call and then a 15-minute conversation that isn't so uber pressing as I'm trying to sit down and have a dinner with my family.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I get it. Some things are more important than others. Other things can wait until tomorrow. Respect my time. I'm done with work for today.
That's some boss level stuff is what you're mentioning right there. That's
Yeah,
not
it is.
our boss, but I'm just saying like boss level. When you're a boss manager level stuff in your life, that's stuff you got to deal with. Me, not so much. Hashtag bad boy rock 1061.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. Number one thing on my list that annoys me in my everyday life, Kotter, and I think everyone's going to be able to relate to this one.
Yeah.
Getting the wrong order at the drive-thru.
Oh, dude.
Because you don't, I mean, when you grab that bag, you're gone.
Yeah.
And you're on the road and you're like by yourself. You're kind of like, you're fingering your bag of drive-thru food. You got your hamburger in there. You got your fries. And you're like, are those onion rings? I hate their onion rings. Did they give me onion rings? And then you take a drink of your soda, and like maybe it's not like it's the right soda,
right?
But there's like no carbonation, or there's no sugar, and it's just like that weird, stupid, like flat water taste.
Right.
It is the worst because the thing is, none of us are going back.
No.
You're not going to go through that line. Hey, you gave me onion rings. I wanted fries. I wanted sweet potato waffle fries, you jerk. Where are they? You're not going to go back. You're just going to stew and hate yourself because of their mistake. That annoys me to the utmost level.
That's a solid one. All right, coming up next, we got a 20th anniversary concert in about a month. Have you heard of it? We'll give you all the details here in a few. It's the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Oh, it's so funny. When I brought up the don't talk to me while I'm in the bathroom, Tony goes, people ask you if you're okay while puking up in the bathroom. Tony did ask me while I was puking yesterday.
No.
Are you okay? Do you need anything? I'm like, no, I'm alive. Thanks. Another pet peeve, Tim, the engineer, says, especially or especially. He pointed out that I say especially. And I want you to know, I don't care. I will keep saying it.
Especially proud of you for
thank you
for saying.
I especially appreciate that.
It's so especially awesome. I mean, I don't even know.
Hey, I especially appreciate when the phones work right. Suck it, Tim, the engineer. Gibby says, I drive-thrus, I stay at the window and check my food. That's a power move, dude. That's alpha.
Major.
That's big time alpha beta like feels right there, dude.
Respect that.
Hey, Gibby, do you do that thing like your wife is in the passenger seat and you hand the bag to her and like check that and then you just look at the drive-thru guy the entire time? You're like, and then you get the word, yeah, it's everything. Thank you. That's how I imagine Gibby would do it. Thank you. Bye. Jeremy says, my big pet peeve is giving someone a ride to work or something and tell them what time and into having to freaking wait because they're still sleeping or getting ready. That sucks. I hate that.
Yeah. Rhett, as of now, it's 7. Once we get through today, it'll be 8.
Oh, yeah. Tim said one of his pet peeves is my pet peeve, the guy's not updating my days for cake, which is a lie anyways. Just so you know, it's not. We are buying an ice cream cake. Well, one day, if our studio ever works right, Tim. And then currently, we updated it this morning.
We updated it this morning.
We're currently at 7 days. So we're 23 days away. 23 business days away, bro. I hope you heard me, especially with these words. You think Tim's coming to work today?
I don't know.
I especially don't think so. All right, guys, like Kotter said, coming up next, we're going to talk about the 20th anniversary show and then get into Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia? Oh, man, that's funny. I feel really good about my trivia, my 7 questions today. I've got I'm going to say it is on the easier side. I'm going to say it's a possible six or seven possible answer game for someone.
Hey, Michael. First time catching you on Twitch. About 10th time in my books. Good morning.
Well, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the Horde.
I congratulate the staff when they get it right. Same with checking the pizza before leaving Little Caesars for pizza. I've had so much go wrong. It's a habit now. So actually, one of the weirdest drive-through things happened to me just the other night. So I'm on the way driving back from Jacksonville because I went to go see AEW on Sunday. Driving back, the only thing open was like a Taco Bell. So I went through a Taco Bell. I got the surprise of they accidentally added in a chalupa.
Oh,
I got the bonus chalups.
That's awesome.
From Taco Bell. So kudos to our good friends at the Taco Bell in Jacksonville on the airport exit. Totally hooked me up. Kotter looks deep in thought or trying to pass a hard level in his game. He's doing one of two things. He's responding to a work email or responding to his family via text.
It's family via text.
There you go.
So there we go. Let's see.
Dealing with some hardcore stuff right there, I can imagine.
So hardcore.
Yeah.
Almost done, guys. Almost done.
It's a pretty girthy response you're sending over there, pal.
I'm actually, God damn it.
Is working your phone hard?
No.
Have you gotten to a point where you've upped the size of your text?
I upped the size a while ago, years ago. No, that's.
You're not a year old because of that. They knew you gave you that VIP treatment at the Bell. Like I said, man, I think in my lifetime I spent thousands of dollars at the Bell, bro. I hear good things about Jacksonville, TGIF. I love Jacksonville. I'm going back down to Jacksonville 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. See a buddy of mine. I think it's almost guaranteed, but our VIP area sponsor is Emperor's Gentlemen's Club right here in Savannah. And I think we are going to be broadcasting live and giving away some VIP tickets to our 20th anniversary show at Emperor's.
All right. Sorry. Now, I'm trying to get my dog into doggy daycare. He's a little wild, and he hasn't been anywhere yet.
Gotcha. I enjoyed Jacksonville. My wife hated it. Luckily, my company moved me back to Savannah. There you go, man. Yeah, so my wife actually just sent me, so on July 27th or something, it's a Friday, the last Friday in July, Bruce Campbell of The Evil Dead, Ash versus Evil Dead. What else? Burn Notice. He's actually going to be down at the Florida Theater hosting like a VIP talk, and then they're going to show off the first Evil Dead movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're actually thinking about doing that. It's like $40 a ticket. So kind of neat. I don't know if it comes up with anything else other than just like the talk with Bruce Campbell. If it came with like a picture or something with him, I think I may definitely do it.
So Tim just chimed in. Isn't Emperor's a strip club? If y'all need help with that, here's a funny story. We had a engineer back in Illinois. I don't remember his name. I mean, he never showed up to any remotes ever.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy. Yeah,
we did a live broadcast at Fantasyland. Yes, it's as high quality of a strip club as you'd expect. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Well, I got to be there and make sure everything's set up and everything works and all this." He popped in, looked at our table where we had our equipment, and then sat right down at the stage and just started throwing away money. And I'm just like, idiot.
Oh, he's helping.
He was totally helping.
He was helping. Tim, yeah, isn't Emperor's a strip club? If y'all need help with that, yeah. Hey, Tim, we especially don't. We especially don't need your help, you jerk. Tim was mean to me. I'm going to be mean to him back.
All right, guys, under a minute.
Just hit the head at Home Depot to take a leak. I think some dude in there did a death challenge yesterday. I think the paint was peeling off the wall. Charles, I think honestly, Charles doesn't even use the commode at his house. He just literally poops exclusively at Home Depot. This is not the first time you've mentioned using the Home Depot toilets.
We got about 30 seconds.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think we're going to be doing like 2 quick broadcasts at Emperor's this month.
Okay.
Giving away tickets to the VIP area. I think we're going to do that possibly on Fridays. I'm still waiting for our sales guy to get back to me on it.
Okay. All right, guys, be right back. '20th anniversary show is just about a month away. Of course, teaming up with Connect Savannah goes down Saturday, July 3rd. Trustee's Garden, Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, and 2 great local bands. We've got Lilac and Whale Boats. Tickets on sale now.
Yeah, and actually I dropped a poster off for our 20th anniversary show at the Draft in Berwick while I was hosting trivia there last night. They didn't put it up yet. They just kind of had it posted up against where they have the register. I saw a dude take his phone and like zoom in on the QR code that's on the poster just so he could get the link to buy tickets.
That's awesome.
That's dedication.
I like it. You can still get GA tickets for just $25. You can buy those at rock1061.com, also etix.com. We've got beer there from Corona, Modelo, Tulane American Golden Lager. Funky Buddha's got their premium hard seltzers.
I want to try those. That's actually
I did
really
too.
good. I'm not a seltzer guy, but I'm willing to try those.
I'm a Funky Buddha guy, though.
Me too.
So
exactly.
I'm in.
Yeah.
All right, so the 20th anniversary show, Saturday, July 3rd. Once again, get tickets at etix.com and rock1061.com. Coming up next, getting ready for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? A little trivia for you. It's Pearl Jam and Better Man. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
I think it was from our talk yesterday, just so everyone knows. I reached out to Bobby.
Okay.
I reached out to our winners from the past few days. I nailed
yeah.
everything out yesterday. Everything is
nice.
copacetic. Bobby.
Fantasyland got a total remodel, is now Lux, has an owner that knows how to get it right, and reminds me a bit of the old Owls. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Yeah, because that place was interesting.
Thomas, well, got to go listen to Tool and caulk the new windows we installed at St. Vincent's new stairwell elevator. Enjoy the day. All right, man. Enjoy your day, dude.
See you, Thomas. Thanks for hanging out. No, so Fantasyland back in the day, it was... So in Illinois, you can be fully nude, tops and bottoms. So usually, a lady comes out, does her first song, top comes off, usually bottom comes off, second song. Fantasyland, 2 seconds in, the lady just walked out, top is off, bottom is off. She's on her back, spread eagle in front of our engineer. It is not an exaggeration. I just remember looking over, and all I see is the back of his head and legs like this coming off from both sides. I'm like, damn. So,
were you jealous?
No, I was not.
Marshall called me when I was at the urinal, in case you're wondering why it was so echoey sounding. I wasn't actually wondering that, but I'm glad I caught you at that personal moment. It did take a couple rings for you to pick up, so I'm guessing it was maybe stuck in your pocket.
No, not faulting anybody for wanting to make money. Still just more my engineer. But no, it was still more of it was just like, like I said, normally there was the tease, song 1, you got the top. Song 2, earn the bottoms off, make some money. This lady was just right out naked.
Michael goes, B Squad, just trying to make some money, bro. I think it was more the C Squad, possibly.
Not faulting for the money.
Yeah. Well, now that they're ending the unemployment benefits here at the end of the month, at least in the state of Georgia, we're probably going to get some of these girls back to work, especially the C squatters who've just been sitting at home, who didn't make a whole lot of money at the clubs anyway. So nature is healing. We're getting the girls back, guys. Even the bartender was topless? Really?
That I don't remember, but wouldn't surprise me.
I haven't lived in Illinois in almost 20 years, so I'm God, that's been a long time. But yeah, also, I'm good.
Yeah, that was the only time I was ever in Fantasyland, and it was for the job.
Wonder how many girls I put through college at the club. Take a guess. I'd like to know. Gibby says, can I get a song request, Ruthless from Nonpoint?
I think it's still in there. It is not still in there. We'll get it tomorrow. How's that?
Sean goes, I'm with Charles. Heard a guy in Menard's bathroom who might have done the Death Knot Challenge himself.
Very popular nowadays.
The Death Knot Challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's in on it.
Did we start a trend? God,
Maybe.
I hope not. Oh, we got what you're saying. Death Butt Challenge? That's something entirely different.
All right, we got about 20 seconds. Looking for somebody to play some trivia.
We'll hook you up with 20th anniversary show tickets.
All right, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Kotter and Marshall show. Right now, we need somebody to play some trivia. Are you smarter than a community college dropout?
And if you play against one of us, and all you have to do is be the first caller in at 1-800-394-1061, we're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to our 20th anniversary show featuring Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, Lilac, and Whale Boat. Once again, all you need to do is call up and take one of us on a trivia right meow.
800-394-1061. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Call now and play Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Gibby goes, pressure washing live stream. Start the new trend.
There we go. Check, 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 check. Right?
Our light's not going off.
It definitely says 106, though.
Yeah, pick it up.
Let's see what happens. Rock 1061, who's this?
This is Nina.
Hey, you want to play some trivia?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a good try.
All right, sounds good. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
Nina.
Nina, N-I-N-A.
All right, perfect. Who would you like to take on today, Kotter or Marshall?
Carter, please.
All right, sounds good. Good luck.
Perfect. All right, Nina, here's the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Do your very best. There's a couple multiple choices in there. If for some reason you don't know the answer, go ahead and say pass. And if we have enough time, we'll come back to you. And your time will begin after I ask the first question. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Which farm animal produces the largest litters? This is multiple choice. Is it cows or pigs?
Pig.
Correct. Question number 2. What is the capital of Massachusetts?
Boston.
Correct. Question number 3. What short-lived product did Pepsi introduce in 1992?
Pepsi Clear.
Incorrect. Question number 4. What is the Italian word for ice cream?
Pass.
What was baseball great Jackie Robinson's uniform number?
3.
Incorrect. Question number 6. Who won the 2016 Super Bowl?
The Patriots.
Incorrect. Question number 7. Which U.S. city has the most coffee shops per capita? Is it Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, or Juneau, Alaska?
Oh, I would think Seattle, Washington.
Incorrect. Question number 4. You passed on one last time. What is the Italian word for ice cream?
It is not sorbet. I can't think of it.
All right, your time has eclipsed. Nina, no worries. You got 2 out of 7 correct today. So here's what's going to happen. We're gonna pot you down for just a second, and then Kotter, time is up. Time's up for Nina, and then we're gonna pot you down, and Cotter's gonna try. Stay on the line with us, and then we're gonna see how Kotter does against you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, hold on.
All right, Kotter. Nina got 2 out of 7 correct today.
Okay, all right.
Once again, same rules apply to you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Question number 1. It's multiple choice. Which farm animal produces the largest litters, cows or pigs?
Pigs?
Correct. Question number 2. What is the capital of Massachusetts?
Boston.
Correct. Question number 3. What short-lived product did Pepsi introduce in 1992?
Crystal Pepsi?
That is correct. Question number 4. What is the Italian word for ice cream?
Gelato?
That is correct. Question number 5. What was baseball great Jackie Robinson's uniform number?
42.
Correct. Question number 6. Who won the 2016 Super Bowl?
Oh, go with the odds and say Patriots?
Incorrect.
Okay.
Question number 7. Which U.S. city has the most coffee shops per capita? It's multiple choice. Is it Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon, or Juneau, Alaska?
I'm going to say Seattle.
Incorrect.
Balls.
All right, you gotten 5 out of 7 correct today. Nina, no worries. You take the loss today, but you actually win because we're going to send you a pair of 20th anniversary concert tickets to come to our show on Saturday, July 3rd.
Yay! Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
I've got your number, so Marshall will reach out to you, and we'll get your address that way, and that will happen sometime after the
Okay.
show. All right?
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Love you.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
Nia.
you.
We love you.
See ya.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and go over the correct answers real quick, Cotter. Which farm animal produces the largest litters? That is pigs, average of 10,
Damn.
upwards of 20.
What?
Possum. That's a lot of pigs.
A lot of pigs.
Question number 2, what is the capital of Massachusetts? That's Boston. Question number 3, what short-lived product did Pepsi introduce in 1992? That is Crystal Pepsi. Question number 4, what is the Italian word for ice cream? That is gelato. Question number 5, what was the baseball great Jackie Robinson's uniform number? That is number 42. The 2016 Super Bowl champions? The Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Peyton Manning, yeah. Question number 7, what U.S. city has the most coffee shops per capita? Juneau, Alaska.
I just thought that was just an answer to throw me off because I'm like, nah, it can't be
It's
that.
actually Juneau, Alaska. There you go.
I wonder how many they have. I'm curious. All right, we're back tomorrow. Another round of Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Gibby, that's a lot of nipples. All right, guys. Cotter's got to edit up that audio, so we'll be gone from the stream for 2 or 3 minutes. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back on the stream. Sorry, I don't know why I'm actually typing in and talking to you guys, but then I just realized none of it's going through. I'm getting like little red X's. So anyway, Kotter's win pushes him to 19 wins, 6 losses, and 2 ties. My record stands pat at 22 wins, 4 losses, and 5 ties. Wanda, your little monster ate what sounds like the most delicious breakfast of all time. So I'm actually very jealous of that. So heads up. Yeah, I don't know why we're not able to type and drop any comments to you guys. So I apologize for that. It's just give me a little red X's. Our OBS said it needs a update. So I'm going to update that after the show today. I may even test a live stream. So if you guys see us pop up after 10 o'clock today, just know that's just a test and whatever. But yeah, that's kind of strange. It won't let us do that. Can you? No, I can see your comments. I just can't like I just typed in a bunch of gibberish and now it says it's going through. I just wrote JHK, JHK, JHK. I'm going to use the restroom real quick and then I'll leave this to you. Coming up next, we're playing live the stuff you just heard live on the stream, the Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? And then we go right into Chicks on Dudes with Mac.
Sounds good. All right, guys, sorry. I'm still responding to the wife about the dog. That's a 2. All right, there we go. There it is. There it is. Went to the Cuban Window Cafe today. Pretty good little place for coffee and breakfast. Dude, that place is legit. Only been there once. Got the Cuban for lunch. It is delicious. I know Marshall's been there a handful of times. Really likes it. I'll have to definitely try it for breakfast because, that place is good. I like it. All right, yeah, final hour of the show coming up, as always. Thanks to you guys flying by. Yes, Tony, I believe that is the one in or next to the gas station. Always busy. What up, Mac? All right, Mac. Mac's in studio, guys.
Hello.
So that's a good thing. Getting ready for Chicks on Dudes. Sorry, I can't see across the board to
You're good.
Marshall's little thing. So Mac will be on the camera shortly.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear her now.
I'm here. I forgot to feed Hefe, like Marshall requested I do on Saturday.
I fed him on Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, I fed him Sunday and I was in on Monday too. So I fed him both days. So he's good. He's good.
Couldn't quite find him yesterday, and I told Jake, I said, I forgot to feed Hefe. He said, is he alive? I said, I think so.
Yeah, Hefe's good. Yeah, no, I was in on Sunday, and then I had to come back Monday, unfortunately, as well. So all that's good. My apologies yesterday for making you put together the video part.
No big deal.
So sorry. I was out on Tybee, or I could have sent it.
Yeah, it's okay. It was not hard at all. I just copied and pasted.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
That's all I do every week. I have figured out I'm going to make my kid do that moving forward. He needs to earn some extra money.
Nice.
So I'm just going to be like, here's the game, copy and paste. I don't have to worry about it.
Good idea.
So then I just have to remember to send it because that's my problem.
The normal manager was not there last night. AJ was there.
Okay.
And he wrote up the thing wrong. So
how do you write it wrong?
He put my name on it.
Oh, okay.
So no big deal. Totally cool with handling that.
Right.
However, I'm waiting on a new debit card to come in because I had some fraudulent activity. Can I still cash the? I mean,
don't
as
know.
long as I go to the same bank.
I think you should be fine if you go to your bank. Yeah. I mean, no rush. No rush.
Wait, why was Beaufort County Sheriff's Office in here? What did y'all do?
We Rhett, who is a member of the Horde on the stream, we sent him some stickers. He works for the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. He's a sergeant there, and he sent us those. So
That's
that was
cool.
Very cool. So we got that one, and then we put 2 up behind us. So
Nice.
you can see him on the stream. So once again,
Represent.
yeah, that was pretty cool. So appreciate that. Thank you, Rhett. All right. So we got Chicks on Dudes. Don't forget, if you have a question for Mac, you can always text it in or email it in. KM show at rock1061.com. So we'll kick off the 9 o'clock hour with that, and then we'll get into Marshall's music news. And we'll wrap up the show.
Make them easy questions.
One of them's pretty epic. One of them is epic.
I enjoy an epic one. Sometimes.
Wow. Yeah. It's, I don't know. I would say on the scale of uncomfortability, of questions, being the boss and HR stuff, this one's pretty high on that scale. So just throwing it out there.
Is it bad that I say I would not be surprised?
If what? Then Marshall came up with a question like that, or found a question like that?
Yeah, that. But then the uncomfortability.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But yeah, we did go see A Quiet Place Part 2 this weekend.
Marshall brought that up. You like it?
It was my first IMAX experience.
Oh, I've never been to the IMAX.
And it was pretty good.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've never seen an IMAX movie.
Now, I wouldn't say you necessarily had to go see it in IMAX. I
Sure.
just thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I'd never been around an IMAX theater. So that just goes to show you where I'm from. But no, A Quiet Place and even the first one, I feel like you need to go see those in theater first.
Okay.
Because I think they're going to allow it to stream later on.
Right.
So that people can watch it from home, obviously. Sure. But, I mean, movies like that, they need to be seen in theaters.
Okay.
To get the full aspect of it.
Sure.
But it was good.
I haven't seen the first one yet either. So
it's so good.
Better than the first?
That's really hard because I'm one of those critics that say the first one's always the best movie.
Okay.
But I think actually I liked this one just as much as the first one.
That's cool.
They did a really good job.
Nice. Do they set it up for a third one? You don't want to spoil anything. Never mind. Okay. We'll just say yes. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
But it was good. I was surprised that my mom actually brought up, she was like, hey, do you know what comes out this weekend? And I said, and I'm thinking Cruella because whatever, which is also one that I want to go see. But she said, no, A Quiet Place too. I don't give a crap about Cruella. I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah. Was your mom in town?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
What else did you do beside the movie?
Ate a lot of junk food, and I'm not even sorry about it.
It's all right.
We went to Gray Market, and it was our third time going there.
Right.
And that place is really good.
Okay.
And the history behind it's really cool, too. But their biscuit burger is off the chain.
I'm intrigued.
It's very good.
Morning, Mac.
Morning.
Oh, what do we got here?
It was very dead at trivia last night.
Really?
Yeah. There was 5 teams total.
Okay.
And then one dropped out, so it was 4.
Okay.
But, I mean, the majority of the people there were the ones playing trivia.
Yeah. That's usually how it is. Yeah. Rhett, he actually just got a job at Pizza Hut. My youngest works at Kroger. But it was just a way for me not to have to put together the video portion of trivia anymore, and he still needs to make money for school, so I'm here to help. Red had a question. Does it follow the same movie, same family as the first movie?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Did you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it this weekend. I got Nicole to agree to see it last night.
I told Kotter, like, that's one of those movies for the first time that you see it, you need to go see it in theaters just to get the full aspect of it.
I heard it's one of those rare films that, depending on the person, that it's actually possibly better than the original film. Would you say so?
I liked them equally.
Okay.
And I really loved the first one, so there's that.
Did you take your mom to go see it?
Yeah, it was her idea to go see it.
And did she like it?
She loved it.
Okay.
She went to work Tuesday or yesterday. It's Wednesday. She went to work yesterday talking about it.
I feel like Mama Margaret, that's her name, full name, just to be clear. I feel like she's really blossoming ever since you moved away. I feel like she's really broadening.
Spread her wings.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's weird because I feel like your mom's spread her wings more than you have.
Yeah. And I think y'all had a lot to do with it.
Oh.
I think I told Marshall, was it last week? I said something to you about her bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I think she listens to y'all a lot, and y'all are kind of opening her up to.
Okay. What's up?
You're welcome.
Experience.
You're welcome.
Not the first mom we've done that to. What's up? Let's see. M, what time will you be home? I've got a meeting at 11. I think I'd be home by 1. At the very latest, I'd be home by 1.
Gibby says hello, Mac.
Good morning.
Oh, where are our questions? I think I sent you.
Yeah, you sent them via the email.
via the email. You asked a question. I wrote that because I was watching a live stream where it drops in our subtitles.
Yeah.
Almost every time you say your name, it says that.
Are you serious?
Yep. I don't know if you've ever.
No, I've never watched it with subtitles.
Just turn the sound off.
Okay,
And the subtitles
that's
pop
funny.
up. It says that. I wrote that as a joke.
That's what I figured, but I was like,
I
didn't know if it was autocorrect. Because if it was some weird autocorrect thing. So when I saw it the first time, I'm like, it's probably just autocorrect. Then it popped in again. It's like, hey, I fixed this. I'm like, okay, now I'm curious.
Just so y'all know, I was hurting yesterday watching y'all do the Death Nut Challenge.
Well, imagine us who actually had to do the Death
know.
Nut Challenge.
We were hurting as well.
Made me want to throw up.
Do you want to do the Death Nut Challenge right now?
No, I'm good.
We'll
No, I will
just not do Chicks on Dudes, and we'll just have you do the Death Nut Challenge.
No.
Would you ever do the Death Nut Challenge?
No.
Would you do the Solar Flare Challenge?
What is that?
This would be fun.
Oh, God.
This is the sunflower.
Interesting.
It's pretty much set up like a Death Nut Challenge, but this is just sunflower seeds. Would you do this?
I don't think it's going to be as hot as the Death Nut.
I don't think so either.
I think the Death Nut is their claim to fame, but I think they, have to broaden their horizons a bit.
So you may have answered this question last week when I was asking about it, but do you have to eat all the sunflower seeds in the package, or does each package get split up between?
I don't know if that one says. Does that one say for friends?
No, this is just per person. Yeah, you got to eat all of them.
That's horrible. No. Did y'all have to eat all of them yesterday?
No, because the Death Nut challenge that we had was actually for 2 people, so we took half the nuts. It's funny to say. I have a nominee for Dude of the Week, a 17-year-old chick who shoved the mama bear off the wall to protect her dogs. I saw that video yesterday. That is crazy. Gibby says, how about just the level 1 nut? I actually saved a couple level 1 nuts from the Death Nut Challenge because I thought you would stop by yesterday, but you didn't come into work until later. So sadly,
I had an endorsement situation.
Those were thrown away.
Didn't I hear that one of the first nuts were hotter than the last ones?
No.
The first nuts were actually delicious.
Yeah, they taste really good. Yeah. Now, somebody said something about 3 maybe being hotter than 4. I don't remember. But no, 5 is definitely the hottest. I mean, that's just stupid.
5 made me puke yesterday.
See, I don't want to puke.
I've never puked before. He's never puked before either. So, I mean, that was a first time.
Until now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we've done this a lot. So, I mean, it's not the norm.
Yeah, I puked a lot. Like 8 times.
Dang it.
Do you want to do that? You want to do the Solar Flare Challenge to have Chicks on Dudes?
Not today. No.
Okay.
I have a remote today from 4 to 6, and I don't. It's not a good idea.
You don't want to do that in the good remote.
Probably not the greatest idea.
When will y'all be doing this?
I don't know. We actually don't have a spot yet. Now we have one more Torture Tuesday, and then we're done until September. Definitely not going to be a hot challenge.
Yeah, we don't want to do no hot.
Yeah.
We like to preserve our bodies and Torture Tuesday ideas when we're not in book.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
We initially, when we first started it was kind of a weekly thing, and after a while, it gets hard to come up with quality ideas for every week. So we decided we'd do it like every other and only during book. It's more special that way.
Charles says, morning, Mac. Apologies, but I've had a rough few days, so I won't be able to offer a poem in your honor today.
Oh, shucks.
Well, I'm sure you could come up with maybe just a limerick.
Stop
Charles, maybe just a quick limerick for Mac.
Don't listen to him, Charles.
Tim, who doesn't want a level 1 nut? Stupid.
I might do that one. I
The
just
solar
don't
flare
want
one?
to throw up. Can I tap out at any time?
If you throw up, you can stop.
But what if I think I'm about to throw up?
No, I mean, we need you to throw up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Can I go home afterwards? I'm just kidding.
Yes, you can actually. I went home after I puked. I mean, it was a few hours later, but because I'm a champion, I'm committed to the job. So,
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. It is time for Chicks on Dudes. Mac is in studio. Good morning, Mac.
Good morning.
Oh.
Thank you for joining us today.
morning, Mac.
Chicks on Dudes, your opportunity to ask Mac a question. She'll answer it. Maybe a question you don't feel comfortable asking someone face to face. You can do it anonymously. We won't say your name on the air. Just got to email in your question, kmshow@rock1061.com. Did you have a good Memorial Day weekend?
I did.
Excellent. You saw A Quiet Place 2?
Yes.
Recommend it?
10 out of 5. It was very good.
That's.
It was supposed to be that way.
Not good at math.
Yeah, not a math guy.
Okay, 5 out of 5.
Okay, much better.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Dumb it down for us. Dumb it
Times
down.
5.
Dumb it down for us.
I got real nervous about that. I didn't know where to go.
Don't know what that means, guys. So you're here to ask to answer the tough questions our listeners have about relationships and the ladies. So are you ready for question 1?
Yes.
Marshall.
All right, question number 1. I mean, I love the questions this week. It seems like every week just gets better and
It's
better.
never good when you start laughing before you
It's
answer the
ridiculous.
question.
All right, so here we go. Question number 1. Hey, chicks, so here is the deal. I have a past with being kind of a playboy and got a decent body count, if you know what I mean. Since then, I realized that I need to focus on my life and my career, and I haven't had any sexual interaction in over a year. With knowing this, would you take this as a red flag, Mac?
That you haven't had sexual intercourse in a year?
But he was quite the playboy. He's got a decent body count, if you know what I mean.
That's such douchebaggery. I'm sorry. That's not impressive. It may be to some, but it's not to me. People might be different. Whatever.
Would you like a future partner to have a history of a sexual prowess, or would you like? Is there do you want to know it all? Do you want to know that they've had sex with 10 people, 1 person? Doesn't matter. Do you want someone who's had a lot of experience? Not a lot. Is there a preference to that, I guess?
I think it doesn't really matter as long as you test negative on all the scales.
I don't think I'd lead with I have an impressive body count
Yeah,
line.
definitely don't do that.
I would probably stay away from that.
I would start off with, I've watched a lot of porn.
That's the way to go. Yeah,
Is that experience?
I mean, I don't think. I don't think. The taking the year off so you can focus on you and get your life in order. I mean, to me, that's not a red flag. I mean, to
That
me,
shows maturity.
right? That is somebody who has grown up and, like you said, matured. You know, he wasn't out there just trying to get some. He realized I had to, get some stuff right.
Well, sometimes you hit the pinnacle, right? I mean, you hit the top of the mountain. You're at Mount Everest. You're like, I've slayed all of the dragons. There's no more to slay for me right now. So I'm glad he actually looked down, saw that he's actually just laid waste to the mountainside, and decided, you know what? I'm going to regrow this forest. I'm going to lay back,
good
let
Lord.
this thing grow back up, and I'm going to grow it myself. So I think this gentleman... actually has it right. So kudos to this guy. Is it a red flag? In my eyes, absolutely not. Because working on yourself is always a positive thing, no matter what Max says.
Okay, I'm here for no reason at all, Marshall. Thank you.
Hey, we have to lay out our opinions as well. Just a bunch of chicks
I
hanging
agree.
out here.
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do you see this as a red flag?
I just don't think it should matter. No, it's not a red flag that you're working on yourself and putting those extracurricular activities aside. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, I don't think so. I think it's all good.
Yeah.
If we all,
Now I have a question. Is it different with girls than it is with guys? Because oh god, I'm about to get personal. Shit. I worked on myself for 3 years. So I mean, it's not
Good.
1 year, sure. 3 years, that's top notch. I deserve a reward.
Okay. All right.
fair enough. All right, we've got.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
We've got a couple more questions coming up for Mac, Chicks on Dudes. If you have a question, you can email it into the show, kmshow@rock1061.com. Latest and rise against, this is Nowhere Generation at Rock 1061.
Oh, God.
Tim said slayed all the dragons and then had a kid. Good for you, man. Was this you who actually typed in the message? You sent us this message, Tim? Possibly.
Possibly he did.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Legit question though. Is it different for guys than girls though?
No.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so at all, personally.
Oh, Tim.
Do you want to start off with question number 2, Kotter? You want me to do that? You want to do the last one? How do you want to do that?
I can do question 2.
Okay. Sounds good. He goes, no, it wasn't me, but definitely sounds like a question I would have asked. Have you seen the meme? Who would last longer than a minute with? Mike Tyson or Mia Khalifa? Neither? Is that the correct answer?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think that's still the correct answer.
I'm going to have to bounce out for that meeting just to give you a heads up, Kotter.
Okay.
Probably, how long does it take down to get to the trustees? 20-ish,
yeah.
I'm going to have to leave pretty quickly. I'm going to try to do some show prep before I go, and then I'm going to bounce out
Okay.
today.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jeremy says, I think it's very commendable to have the willpower to hold off and take time for yourself. Also, Jeremy, is that you who wrote this question?
I'd have to agree with Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
But the first part of that question was straight up. It's don't lead, like Kotter said. Don't lead with that, please.
All right, just under 2 minutes. Is it willpower?
Yeah, I got a fancy big boy meeting, dressed like this, I know, which is kind of crazy, at Trustees Gardens. I just figured at this point, I mean, like, people see me how I dress every morning.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try. And I wore kind of a button up yesterday because I thought I was going to have a meeting.
Sure.
And then this one came up at like 5 o'clock yesterday, kind of the reschedule. I'm like, I don't care, man. I'm just going to wear a backwards ball cap and a t-shirt. Let's go.
Be yourself, Marshall.
Here we are.
But not too much.
Yeah, not too much. That's kind of an issue. Oh, yeah. Mac, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
I've got to cut out my show and probably get a head start for tomorrow. I've got that remote from 4 to 6 in Bluffton.
Did you wake up and work out this morning?
I did not.
Oh, no.
And the plan was to get home from trivia and go straight to bed. Of course, take Scout out. But he'd been in there in his kennel for a while, so I wanted to stay up for at least an hour. So I watched a new episode of Lucifer and went to bed around 12:30. Got up at 5:30. I said, nah. Went back to bed.
What'd you say?
Nah.
Nah?
N-A-H, nah.
I say nah.
Nah.
Nah. Nah, how do you spell nah?
I guess it would be N-A-W. Nah.
No.
Nah would be N-A-H.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Chicks on Dudes. Mac is still in studio answering the tough questions you guys email in. If you have a question for Mac, you can send it to us, kmshow@rock1061.com. Here is question number 2. Good morning, Kotter, Marshall, and Mac. Me and my girlfriend had sex, and she
Congratulations on the sex.
Congrats. And she does a close shave, and it chafed my junk.
That's not what he said.
Is there any way around this? So she likes to do a close shave. It looks amazing, but it causes discomfort and chafe my junk because it's constantly rubbing the shaved hair. Is there any way around this?
Wow.
So is it just completely gone, or is there just like some stubble?
It sounds like there's a massive amount of stubble.
It sounds like there's a lot of stubble
It's
for
like
this gentleman.
a forest of stubble.
First of all, I'll be honest with her and say, hey, you're hurting me. And say, if you wouldn't mind, please just do it one way or the other. Otherwise, I can't help get there.
I mean, I don't know. That sounds like more of a...
Practice makes perfect, I guess.
You're going to have to just, talk to her about that.
Yeah.
I really think. That's just, that is something you have to sit down and be like, look.
Yeah, if it's a constant issue, you're going to say, before it's special time, you need to shave immediately at this moment, or...
It's all the way or it's none of the way. Is what it is. All the way or nothing.
One way or the other.
Actually, on the stream, Nathan goes, buy her a waxing kit.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I mean, that's... Pay for it to get it professionally done?
Okay,
Ouch.
it's still ouch.
I got my legs waxed once. It's the same feeling, right?
Ouch.
Something tells me no. It's not the same feeling at all. Not even close.
All right, let's move on to our final question of Chicks on Dudes for this beautiful Wednesday. Hello, chicks. So, is it annoying to girls when guys randomly approach them with intent to converse with them and maybe ask them out or make friends? Whether it's at a supermarket, the gym, on the street, maybe at a bar, trivia night. Mac, what do you think? Is it okay for guys? Is there certain places where a guy should not run up and try to get your attention and possibly your number? Church. Can I get your number at church?
It's just kind of
But maybe?
It's just kind of awkward. Maybe an outside of church event, like something that the church was hosting. That would be cool.
Okay, I get that.
The bar is okay. You're kind of asking for it, depending on On the street, that's kind of borderline.
What
Get
if
away
I'm-
from me.
What if I'm hollering you when I'm driving by? I'm like, yo, girl, you looking good. No?
Pay attention to the road. You're what's wrong with the world.
Wow. Okay. So definitely do not shout at Mac from a car.
The gym, no, definitely not. I've had that happen before.
What if I'm drinking a smoothie and you're drinking a smoothie and we lock eyes?
That's another thing.
And I'm like, is that a peanut butter powder shake you're drinking over there?
If it's after the workout, that's one thing. During the workout, don't be doing that.
Okay. All right.
The supermarket, that's kind of weird.
Really?
You go to the supermarket
Well, I mean, you're not there to necessarily pick up on somebody, but if there's a opportunity and it's like you don't want to miss out on the opportunity, I mean...
What if our hands both touch while we're reaching for a chocolate cake? That experience actually recently happened to me. I think I fell in love.
With the
hand
chocolate
sanitizer.
cake?
Hand sanitizer. That's all you say. Hand sanitizer. I think that lady will always remember me. We touched
so.
hands. We touched
I'm
hands.
Sure
we locked
she
eyes.
will, Marshall.
We both reached for the chocolate chip chocolate cake, and we locked eyes. We're like,
Wait a minute.
You know it's
Chocolate
good.
chip chocolate cake.
okay, don't get off onto a dessert tangent. We know where this is going to go, Mac. It is delicious, just so you know.
I bet it is.
Yeah. You can pick it up at any local Kroger.
How many calories is that? Though,
You know what? We
Marshall?
don't talk about that. Also, fun fact, calories don't count on Sundays. That's what I tell myself.
Because that's the Lord's calories.
Yeah. Jesus eats those calories.
All right, Chicks on Dudes with Mac from Bob 1069. If you have a question for Mac, email the show, kmshow@rock1061.com. Mac, as always, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Coming back, going to wrap up the show. Marshall's Music News. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 1061. There we go.
About the question number 2, we're going back. That's just so weird.
The chafing one?
Yeah, the chafing one. Well, mainly like waxing. So, I know someone who has a coworker. I won't name names. She's probably listening though. because she listens every week.
Jake Thompson?
No, I said she, but then again, her coworker recently. Well, it's been a couple of years, but she, for some reason, they were talking about waxing experiences. I don't know, girls do that. And she said they did the first strip, and she about died, and she ended up looking like she had the mange afterwards because she couldn't go through the rest of it.
Wow.
But eventually she had.
She just had one random strip.
Yeah. She said, no, don't do it anymore.
Like it was like what is it, like the 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah, I would. That's what I
stopped halfway
imagine.
through. Yeah.
That's what I imagine.
Perfect. Greg says Mac is rather particular. She is open to meeting someone from 1123 to 1127, but only at a very specific GPS coordinates.
Depending on the day, yeah.
How about during an Uber ride?
No, that's weird.
No.
Like, is it the Uber driver or is it like a shared Uber ride?
I would say a shared one. I think the Uber driver would be weird.
See, I can't do it. I have PTSD and I don't want to drive or ride with strangers. I even don't even want to do Uber because I don't know the driver.
Yeah, I get that. Especially as a woman, it's a bit more scary than it is for just a guy jumping in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're a girly guy.
Charles did write you a little poem. You want to hear it?
No, I already read it. You don't have to read it out loud. Thank you.
Too funny.
I don't like those words.
Yeah, we plan on eventually doing the Book of Mac, the Book of Words You Don't Like. We're going to do that this summer. We're going to wait till Torch Tuesday's over with. We'll be out of the promotional book. Maybe sometime in August, we'll do the Book of Mac and figure out the words that you don't like.
Cool. So is this going to be an experimental situation, or will you already have the words?
We'll probably request a list of words from people that
okay, that makes
people
sense.
may think you may not like, and then we'll just get your reactions from them.
Okay.
It'll be kind of a blind test to you.
This will be fun for y'all.
And you.
No death nut challenge while we do these words.
Okay.
Then I am going to throw up, and I don't like that. Oddly enough, though, nobody likes to throw up, but you got to say you feel a whole lot better.
Oh, I felt so much better.
Yeah.
I felt like I breathed fire. I felt like I was a dragon yesterday. Speaking of dragons again, I felt like I breathed fire yesterday when I puked 8 times in the bathroom here at work, which is always a special moment, especially when you do it at work. Mm-hmm. I mean, if it
With
means
no fan, yeah.
Well, yeah, if it means anything, first I went in there and then I realized that I should definitely have some sort of sound coming. So I threw on a podcast very loudly. And then I realized I had to puke. I was sitting on the toilet and I realized I had to puke. So I first puked in the sink.
Okay.
I didn't have anything in my stomach, so it was just little bits of nut.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. And then, you don't like the word nut or just the phrase, little bit of nut?
Yeah, I don't like the phrase. Oh, God, we've graduated from singular words to phrases.
No, not yet. We're sticking to the singular words. But yeah, then I got up and I realized I needed to puke more, so I puked in the toilet. So it was a double location puke.
You know, thanks to the experience of puking in my past, that's why I don't drink a whole lot anymore. Like, first it was Hypnotic, then it was Evan Williams.
Oh.
It was horrible. And let me tell you, Evan Williams throwing that up, that hurts. That hurts bad.
What kind of liquor is Hypnotic? I've actually never had it.
I don't know.
I've seen it at bars 1,000 times.
It's that blue stuff. And you mix it with Mountain Dew?
Is it a liqueur?
I think so. But yeah, I think after I get so sick off of a certain alcohol, I will never drink it again.
Hold on. I got to Hypnotic. This is I haven't done this in a while. Marshall, Google something. Hypnotic liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's just called an alcoholic beverage.
That's scary.
That's why I threw up.
Manufacturer, Heaven Hill. Hypnotic was created in 2001 by Raphael Jacobi, a college dropout living with his parents on Long Island, New York. After seeing a blue perfume at Bloomingdale's, he decided to create a blue liquor. So he just took perfume, which I think is alcoholic anyway.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah. It's 34 proof, 17% alcohol. He failed to sell the concept to major beverage manufacturers. Then he promoted the drink in clubs and bars throughout a series of promotional events and parties, and worked Storm's music industry contacts. The big break when hip hop dude Sean Diddy Combs agreed to sell the drink at his restaurant chain Justin's in New York, where he really found success. And then all the rappers decided to love it.
All right.
Yeah. I loved it too.
Until you didn't.
Not so much anymore.
Doing Guns N' Roses first.
Yeah.
All right, we got about 3.5 minutes, guys. 3.5 minutes.
I'm trying to remember that beer that I saw last night.
Evan Williams is horrible.
Yeah, it is.
I kind of agree.
I haven't had Evan Williams in forever.
Yeah, it's been a long time too, man. It is not good though.
So got an email from Aaron about us going over to Toasted on Friday.
Oh, is that finally happening?
Yeah, we talked about it last week. Okay. Yeah, Friday. Do you have an estimated time they would be stopping by? Also, what would be appropriate to have prepared for them?
What would be appropriate to have prepared for them?
Yeah.
Bags of money with our names on them, so we know which bag of money is each person's. Right. And then an old fashioned and just a nice little smattering of food. I want to make sure just have it ready when I get there. I don't want to wait. Evan Williams is only good when you're already wasted. Tim, no, Andrew, no, it's not. Yeah, it is not great. It is not great.
Okay, so apparently this place called the Bottle Shop, they're out of Columbus, Georgia, which is somewhat close by to where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
They came out with this, it's a Braves vodka mule, and it's called Cutwater Spirits Braves Vodka Mule. And I'm pretty sure, I would think they'd sell it at Atlanta Braves games. But I like a good vodka mule.
I'm not a vodka guy.
Okay.
I like a Moscow Mule, though. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll drink those all day long.
Yeah, I like Moscow Mule.
Those are good.
I still have a bottle of your vodka at my house.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drink those all day long. Those are delicious.
Yeah, I just never was a vodka guy. Couldn't get into it.
I've had some though where they don't put enough of the ginger beer in, and you don't get the carbonation from it, and it just kind of tastes like a flat lime weird thing, which that I don't like. Give me lots of ginger beer, decent amount of vodka, lots of lime.
Who is it that does the? Oh, is it Natural Lights Natter Days?
I did not like the Natter Days.
Now they came out with
bad.
the popsicles though. And I kind
Natter Day popsicles?
Yeah, they look like push pops. Kind of want to try it.
Crystals is good when you're wasted. Evan Williams is good when you're suffered a traumatic event and you're now drinking alone at 9 a.m. on a weekday. It's very specific, Tim. It feels like you've been to that place before.
Yeah, is that Tim?
Yeah. All right, guys, be right back. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. It's time for Marshall's Music News. Let's do it. Story number one.
Oh, sorry. There we are. Sorry, I had to change the live stream. Guns N' Roses back on the road officially this summer as they just announced a new rescheduled tour that they were supposed to obviously do during the pandemic times. Now, they're obviously going to headline some big-time festivals like Bottle Rock and Summerfest, But they have a new tour that's going to kick off on July 31st in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Now, they're not going to come very close to us, but they do have one show that's kind of within driving range. That'll be Raleigh, North Carolina at the PNC Arena on September 29th. And yes, that is the closest show that they are going to be playing to us this year, at least to what dates they have currently. Now, that could change, obviously. They do have a few months at the end of the year where they don't have anything scheduled, where I'm sure they're going to be trying to play some bigger shows and events. But right now, if you want to see Guns N' Roses this year, the closest spot's going to be Raleigh, North Carolina at the PNC Arena. So there you go. The latest news on GNR.
I got to see them. It was the last big show I saw pre-pandemic. So if you're questioning whether they're worth going to, still totally worth going to.
Absolutely.
They're great live. All right, more Marshall's music news. Here is Guns N' Roses, Paradise City, Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
I actually saw Guns N' Roses without the original lineup. It was a random.
Okay.
It was Axl Rose, and it was like
Buckethead then, or no?
Yeah, it was Buckethead, and it was before Axl was still. I would say he wasn't chubby at all. He was still kind of skinny. I think he did have some work done to his face.
Yeah,
it looked kind of weird, and I think he had the cornrows.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, he had the cornrows at that time, and it was crazy. I just remember him running up and down the stage the entire night, and he would actually leave off stage, but there was a spot where I could actually see him because I was up high but to the right of the stage, I guess.
Yeah.
And I looked down, he's actually just taking in oxygen. So he has an oxygen tank.
I get it.
Yeah, and he'd suck in oxygen, then he'd like run back out on stage. But there was certain moments during the show, like guitar solos and stuff, that he would actually just run off stage and go, chug some oxygen so he could continue on with the show. But the man was like, there was no off switch, and it was like 10 all the time. I'm sure it changed now. He's a lot older now.
Dude was still running all over the place when I saw him 2 years ago.
Was he running off did you notice him like running off stage and leaving for a second?
I didn't pay attention enough to it to say, but the man's cardio, like I commented right afterwards, I was like, holy crap, he's just all over the place.
He's insane.
Yeah.
The energy of, me 30 years ago when I was 12. Once again, not good at math. I'd actually be negative age at that point. Possibly. I don't know. Man, no, I would have been 6. All right. Next up, let's see. You got Foo Fighters or we got the Knotfest stuff. What do you want to do there?
See, we can just do Knotfest.
Okay.
Wait, do that math problem again. I'm confused.
I'm confused too. If it makes you feel better.
Because 12 plus 6 is 18.
Yeah, no, but I said 30 years ago. I'm 38. 8. I don't know. Math is hard. Also, I'm not good at math.
I'm not good at it.
Oh, I forgot to do that.
All right. Wanda's bringing by meats today.
Okay.
At 10.
Perfect.
Because she was going to do it yesterday, and then she's like, with Torture Tuesday, I don't know how you guys are feeling. I can bring it by tomorrow. I'm like, if it's not putting you out, that's fine. So she's going to bring some meats by today.
I love it.
I'm ready.
What kind of meat?
I think a little brisket.
Ooh. I do enjoy some brisket.
I love some brisket. It'll be a mixture of ribs, brisket, and butt.
I like a nice butt, too.
I'm ready. All right, got about 3.5 minutes. Come back. Story number 2, Marshall's Music News.
Good, because I realized I forgot to write down the date on this one. I'm still looking it up. Sorry, that's why I'm so quiet over here. I'm looking for, like that website's down. Stupid Knotfest. There. Maybe this will be it. Ribs, brisket, and butt.
I'm ready. I'm excited.
There it is. There it is. Now I'm ready. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I got the meeting today. I already got the boss man yelling at me in emails, asking me, where are we at with this? Where are we at with this on the show? We're good. We'll be all right. We got this. We got this, buddy. No clue what seasoning used on those meats. I know one of the ribs has voodoo on it. has a little hit. I like that. Oh, yeah, he sent you the big list, too?
Yep.
The things.
Zapp's has a kettle cooked chip out with voodoo seasoning on it.
I've actually tried it before.
I love that
it's
stuff.
delicious. They have one called Evil Eye as well. That is very good.
They have voodoo heat as well. I don't like that. It's too hot.
So my mom randomly sent me a box of kitchen cooked items yesterday. They're a brand of potato chip back in Illinois.
Yeah.
So normally I just send me like 12 bags of potato chips. I'm good. So she sent me 1 bag of regular chips, 1 bag of like sweet barbecue, which actually they're pretty good. A couple things of popcorn, which I love popcorn, hate bag popcorn, just won't eat it. And then a bag of spicy pork rinds. As long as I can remember, I will bring them in Friday for beer for breakfast because I've never had a pork rind, but I have some at my house.
Fine.
If I remember, I'll bring them in on Friday.
So actually, speaking of like popcorn and stuff, I actually went to the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp game on Sunday, which is the AAA ball club for the Marlins down in Jacksonville.
Right.
And I wanted a hot dog. I knew I wanted a hot dog, so I walked in, grabbed a hot dog, and I got up to go grab a beer afterwards. I was drinking Coors.
Right.
I wanted cheap beer, whatever, at the ballpark. I walked by the nut stand, like the, what do they call it? Like those cooked nut things. Yeah. Dude, I almost stopped and bought some. I don't know why that smell of those
so good
of those like caramely sweet nuts. I don't know what pecans. Oh man, just delightful. Yeah. Almost stopped. Actually, the last time I actually ate some, the airport. almost gets me every time. They're so delightful.
Are they like pralines?
Well, praline's a cookie, right? Yeah, so I mean, no, they're like nuts that have like seasoning on them, like sugar and cinnamon and all sorts of.
I thought that was a praline.
Stuff. Pralines, I thought pralines are cookies, aren't they?
They're pecans covered in like a topping. They come usually in cookie form.
Yeah, it's
all right, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. Thanks for hanging out here on your Wednesday. It's time to go back to Marshall's story number 2, Marshall's music news.
So a few weeks ago, we talked about Knotfest happening in Iowa. It's this big show with tons of bands. But now they've mentioned that they are actually going to take that big old festival on tour. Now, it's not going to be the full production with all the bands, but Slipknot, along with Killswitch Engage, Fever 333, and Code Orange are going to hit the road for about 20-plus dates. Now, Corey Taylor said, with the world opening up, it's time to get excited about life again, to get back to life again. The tour is a long time coming, and we hope you're excited to see it as we're about to play it. Stay safe, stay sick, and we'll see you soon. Now, tickets go on sale in 2 days' time at 10 a.m., and they have a ton of shows that are within driving distance to us, mostly in mid-October. So they'll be playing in Charlotte, Tampa, West Palm Beach, Raleigh, and then, of course, Alpharetta, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta, on October 23rd as well. So there's 5 shows right there within a 5-6 hour driving distance to go see Knotfest live on the road. Knotfest is insane. One of the best shows I've ever been to in my life was seeing Slipknot on Halloween at the Pearl with the Palms in Las Vegas, just to see the spectacle of the guys on their drum risers going up and down. Corey Taylor absolutely dominating a live crowd. One of the coolest shows to see live, Slipknot for sure. So hopefully you guys get a chance to go see him out on the road for Knotfest.
I'm excited that all these bands are coming back, obviously, because, been a year and a half or so without live music. So it's awesome that it's back. Mm-hmm. There's so many bands. You're going to have to start picking and choosing, and that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much money, and a lot of us got cut on money last year or didn't make as much as definitely we wanted to. So, yeah, now that we've saved up a little bit and there's a few shows out there, it's going to be difficult on which ones to go and see for sure.
All right, one more story to go, and then we'll wrap up the show. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. All right. We got some time.
All right, we got the Foo Fighters will be the last show, it'll be the last story, and then that's it.
Cool.
Then we'll wrap up today. Tomorrow on the show, we have Hefe, the new music beta fish.
And Quiz in the Face.
Quiz in the Face. I'll be quizzing you in the face. I don't know what it is. I haven't wrote it yet, so guess we'll figure that out later.
It's all good.
Hit this.
That's a cool one. Yeah, as soon as we get the last break, I'll come out and look for you.
Ooh. What else is on the show tomorrow?
Hefe and quiz, and then the About Last Night, Marshall's Music News, typical stuff. But those
Perfect.
That's about it, predetermined wise.
Yeah.
All right. Good thanks to everybody who hung out today. Started a little slow, but definitely picked up. It was a good day on the stream.
I think everyone had to sleep in after watching us die a little bit. Like, I feel so bad for those guys. I don't know if I should check in to see if they're even alive at this point.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend, thankfully, it seems to be very slow. So this weekend, I'm definitely going to be, as long as it's not raining, I'm going to lay out by the pool a little bit, and then I'm going to go see a movie. And that's my weekend. I don't plan on doing a whole lot. I have the remote for Bob. That's 10 to 12. I'll be at Chatham Parkway Toyota if anyone wants to come hang. 7 Park at Commerce Way. Hundreds of new and used vehicles.
Nice.
Best deals on leases in town. They also have they also have my future truck there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. I'm gonna buy a future. I'm gonna become a Tacoma guy.
Okay.
What's up? Is that Marshall and that sick Tacoma right there? That's me. That'll be me.
So there's a story coming out about Vince Neil. Have you seen this? He returned to the stage for the first time.
I did. I almost wanted to do that story, but I didn't.
Since 2019.
Vince Neil, he took the pandemic as hard as the rest of us did.
Yeah.
He did not better himself at all.
Yeah.
He looks just as big as he was the last time. And he actually sounds better than he did when that last time he went viral with how bad he sounded. He sounds better than he did.
Okay.
But apparently he lost his voice on the last song and literally couldn't complete the show. They played 15 songs in.
Oh, was it that far?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he went 15 songs. Girls, 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 I think was the song that he couldn't finish. So he left in the middle of it, but his band played the rest of the song. Now, apparently he has a backing track, so you could actually still kind of hear him play. And the band sang along with the rest of the song.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't. Oh, man. I saw him on the, what was the Carnival of Sins? I don't know. Show they did I was in Illinois, so it was a long time ago. And even then, it's just like, every other word was every 3. Yeah, I was kind of, when they officially kind of retired, I was like, all right, this is the right thing to do.
Yeah, he sounds like a drunk baby when he sings.
Them on tour, because the Def Leppard Poison tour, Joan Jett. I'm like, that's actually a pretty cool lineup. Mm-hmm. I don't need to see Motley Crue. I can leave before they go on. Hopefully they go on last.
You stay for Tommy's drum antics.
Okay,
and that's fair.
It. Yeah, because Poison. It's just stupid, but it's always fun. I've never seen Joan Jett. I would love to see Joan Jett. Def Leppard. Now granted, it was a long time ago when I saw them.
They're incredible.
Great.
Yeah, they are incredible.
Great.
I think I saw Def Leppard with Foreigner like 6 years ago in Jacksonville.
Okay.
It was a great show.
I saw them. I was still in high school. Yeah, I was still in high school when I saw them. So, it was a long time ago.
Right.
But it was...
when they first started.
But no, they were great live. Yeah, I'd go see Def Leppard again in a heartbeat, but I do not need to see Motley Crue.
Def Leppard has a guy named Phil Collins in the band, right?
Something like that, yeah.
And he is the most ripped 80-year-old dude I've ever seen in my life.
I think he's in his 60s, but dude's cut, yeah.
Yeah, and he's always been cut.
Yeah. It's the short-haired guy, right? Is it the short-haired guy?
Is his name Phil Collin or Phil Collin? Yeah, it's Phil Collin. Here, I'm going to show a picture to Mac. Mac, pay attention to me. Mm-hmm. Look at this dude.
I can't see there's a...
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yep, the short-haired guy.
Okay.
Yeah. That dude is ripped. He's got the stoic jawline.
So I'm wondering if it's written in their contracts that he can't stand next to Vince Neil during the tour.
He is 63 years old.
Good gosh.
Hats off to you, man.
63, and he still looks like that.
He doesn't look 63.
Well, no.
And I'm talking about the face. He doesn't look 63.
He's working out all the time. It's ridiculous.
wonder if he's taking steroids.
He's definitely taking steroids. Oh, this one he's got like a little goatee. It's so weird.
I don't think there was an opening act when I saw him. I think it was just them because they had the stage in the middle of the arena.
Oh, like in the round? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember an opening act anyway.
Okay.
It was good. It was a great show.
Oh, the deer. Sorry. His baby.
Back of the cop car.
Yeah. Oh.
Troublemaker.
What are you guys looking at?
It's just a random picture on Facebook.
Facebook will get you in trouble.
Yeah, it will.
All right, guys. 2.5 minutes. One last break. Back tomorrow. 2 more days to go. Shortened work week. I like that.
Ergo, I have to send the link of the show to my mom every Wednesday. God, this 4-day week. Because she's not allowed to have Facebook. Nor does she really want it. But my dad keeps saying, you should get a Facebook. It's really cool to get in touch with everybody, blah, blah. I said, she does not need a Facebook. She will go off on somebody and not resent it.
What if she just made a Twitch account? She can't hurt anyone via Twitch.
I tried to make my own Twitch account the other day because the whole glitching on the Facebook stream, and it wouldn't let me.
Yeah, they probably know who you are and just decided to not allow you to make one.
It's steady doing this. That's not funny.
Make one for your mom, and her username will be Mama Margaret.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Think she can chime in on the chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mama Margaret's hanging out,
yeah.
telling us all stories about you. That'd be great.
Bet she knows a few words that drive Mac up the wall.
Oh,
so she can add to that list.
They're probably the same words that bother her, like mother, like daughter.
Not too much bothers her. Not even words. I don't know who I got that from. I guess that was just my own doing. All right. I'm done now.
Okay.
We got about 50 seconds.
Perfect. You're ending right on time.
Can't help it.
Okay. Tonight is just a quick heads up. I know last night was supposed to be Taco Tuesday. Wasn't able to do that. Tonight is Taco Tuesday in the Marshall household.
Nice.
We have a little bit of steak left over from the weekend, so we're gonna kind of just reuse that. Then I'm gonna make some chorizo. So like a double protein option Taco Tuesday at my house. So
like it.
That'll be good.
It's gonna be sick.
All right, guys. Be right back. Last break. It is the Kotter and Marshall show. Before we wrap it up one more time, Marshall's music news.
Well, the Foo Fighters, we already knew they were back, but now they are really back. Now, last year they were supposed to do a short string of shows for their 25th anniversary. They were going to play the towns they first played in when they first came out. There was about 6 shows. Now they are making up for them big time because they're also going to be headlining a bunch of shows this coming year, including Lollapalooza, Bonnaroo, and Bottle Rock. Now, their 25th /26th anniversary tour is what they're calling it now. Awesome. Go on sale this coming Friday at 10 a.m. Radkey. Remember Radkey?
Oh, yeah.
We met those guys.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're actually going to be opening up for the Foo Fighters.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
On this very short tour. Now you can go to cityentertainment.com or just the band's website to buy your tickets when they go on sale here in a couple days. So they're hitting up towns like Milwaukee, St. Louis, Bonner Springs, Oklahoma City, Albuquerque, and Manchester, Tennessee. Now that's going to be the only place, that's Bonnaroo. But those are the dates they're going to be hitting on this very short tour. Plus, obviously, they're hitting up the bigger places like Bonnaroo, which is in Manchester, Tennessee, and then Lollapalooza, which is in Chicago. So there's a couple opportunities to see the guys this summer and fall for sure.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Coming back tomorrow, Hefe, the new music Beta Fish, will have a tough decision to make tomorrow because we got new Volbeat and we got new Fozzy.
Oh.
And it's the best Fozzy song since Judas.
Yeah, I got a chance to listen to it just yesterday, and it's pretty awesome.
It's a really good song. I haven't heard the new Volbeat yet, but I love that band, so it'll be fun for Half Eight tomorrow. 2 great choices. Plus, I will get quizzed in the face.
Yes, you will.
All right, we're back tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, you heard the rundown for tomorrow. We're getting out of here. We got to go do grown-up stuff now. Have a great day. Be good. Be
See you
kind.
guys.
Don't do the Death Nut Challenge 3.0.
No.
See ya.